I woke up today and my will to live forgot to also wake up today.
Oh.
Fuck.
But it looks like you guys cleaned.
It's right behind you.
What?
Your
Vacuum.
bottle.
No, I need my vape.
You
Sucks to
bitch.
suck, bro.
It's in my room.
Fuck
Sounds
you.
like an issue.
Can you also yell at Penny? No. Tell her that this is DFWAI.
Listener discretion is advised. Listener discretion is advised.
You are now free to clog your ear holes. Clog your ear holes.
Hang on, I gotta turn it down, and then everybody can. Anyways, you were saying about Ross figures.
Yeah, the evil guy who. Well, this is going to be a spoiler to somebody who hasn't seen Demon Slayer.
I have not, but it's okay.
Well, I mean, don't say what the evil guy did.
Well, then I can't tell you who it is because I don't know his name.
Kiseki is it?
He's the guy with the lines.
Oh, that was like the first season, right?
I said if you've never seen it, it would be a spoiler.
Oh, anyways, they had him.
Yeah, they had him, but I opened up the box and like he was smiling, and not like an evil, menacing smile, just like
Like a chibi?
Hey guys,
yeah, pretty much. And I
happy
was
to
just
see you
like,
here.
Man, I don't really want to buy that.
Oh no, the guy with the lines. I don't think he's. I think he's been in all of them.
Yeah. He's one of the
Yeah, he's an important,
top
you know.
6.
Yeah, he's like big,
Yeah.
big bad boss. I think actually they're gonna fight him in like the next season or two, probably.
Well, they had a figure of him about this tall, and I was like, man, that's kind of cool. So, but I didn't like the way his face looked happy.
Huh. By the way,
dare you be happy?
that's Ghost.
Unacceptable.
Yeah.
I'm Van. This is DFWAI. Across the table,
Callie,
there's a.
you're missing somebody.
I know there's a figure over here.
What's up, brother?
I don't know what the fuck just happened there. And then the beautiful
Dead on the inside.
Miller.
Ah. No, what he
How are you
just
today,
did.
dead on the inside, Miller?
Huh?
What he just did is he's a streamer. His name is Sketch, and he's
That was pretty sketch.
yeah. And he every time he says something or is talking to somebody, he'll be like, "What's up, brother?" And he throws his finger up in the air like that.
Is he like autistic?
Yes, but like,
Wow.
oh, hang on, no, he is. But on his streams, he plays it up a little bit.
Ah, gotcha.
But he is.
Or, wait,
something.
maybe
I don't know
autistic's
if it's
not the word.
autistic.
The one where they have to like when they have the like spasms with their mouth.
Tourette's
That
Tourette's?
with their mouth.
With their mouth.
one. It's a mouth spasm and a
don't-
throat and lung spasm all at once.
I think it's just like a tick, like a
That's
nervous
an
tick.
asthma attack.
Yes. Does he have asthma?
He is asthmatic.
I don't know.
So Bebop's coil is burnt. And I posed the question, if you have marshmallow flavored vape juice, would a burnt coil then be preferred?
No.
Because then it would be
It
burnt
depends on if
marshmallow.
you like.
That will still burn like a motherfucker. Plus,
The burn
apparently,
says it's working.
that's where you get the formaldehyde,
mouthwash.
That's fine.
according to
S'mores.
Ghost's research.
Oh yeah, I did research that, didn't I?
What
Yeah,
did
you
you
did.
research?
Formaldehyde in vapes.
Yeah, formaldehyde and vape. It's
Oh.
after you burn a coil really, really bad and you keep hitting it, that's where the formaldehyde comes from that everybody freaks out about.
I don't understand how people can keep hitting a vape once they taste it's burnt a little bit.
I can't.
I can't.
It chokes me.
And
It
that's why
chokes
we're
and
broke.
it tastes disgusting.
You
Yeah.
just gotta not be a bitch. Work through it.
Yeah,
Walk it
Alyssa,
off.
Or dead on the inside over there likes the taste of formaldehyde.
Go to TikTok.
You know what? If I put formaldehyde in me now, my embalming will be cheaper later.
I don't think that's how that works.
Let's ask whenever she passes on the outside too.
We did a thing yesterday.
Yeah, my ass hurts.
That deserves context.
Yes, that needs
I
context.
thought you were talking about a different thing.
Pause.
Pause.
Kitty pause.
Meow. Meow.
Yep, she's already on it.
You can't hear it.
Not only did Callie and I do a thing, but Ghost joined in, and so did Bebo. Oh, it was
hang on.
glorious.
No, get
Well,
this
I'm
right.
beginning
Me
to
and Bebo
understand
did
why
a
Callie's
thing.
ass hurts.
Well, hang on.
It was
Me and Bebo
Bebo's.
did a thing, and you two joined.
That's
Yeah.
right. You got me to join in, and then Bebo begged Ghost to join in, and by the end of it, all of our asses hurt.
Yep.
And so I'm over here like,
Damn, gotta
I'm
go
not
to
allowed
work.
to participate in this shit.
I wanted
Well,
you to
I
be
wish
there, Alyssa.
you had been here so you could have ridden your own instead of me riding it for you.
I mean, you did break mine, so
I fixed it.
He did.
did you tell him that? Because
Wait,
it wasn't very.
did
fixed
you
this
fix
morning.
yours?
So for our listeners,
Did you
out
break
there,
it?
If you ever break one of your ass bruisers,
Oh, god damn.
You were so close.
6:15.
Mark it.
Man, I think that's the fastest one yet.
God damn.
Just strike the whole fucking thing. Start over.
Fuck that.
No.
But anyway, yeah, I can fix ass bruisers in more than one way.
Well, I was on it with the gay jokes yesterday, too.
Dude, he fucking was.
We'll get into that in a second. Hang on. Hang on.
I'm not.
Okay.
Your chain doesn't move with the things properly.
No, it's probably because it hasn't been ridden in
Yeah,
like,
well,
over a year.
I got it to where it started moving properly. Your handlebars no longer flip around and almost kill me while I'm standing up.
I appreciate that.
That was terrifying.
You dying on my bicycle would not.
Oh, why'd you have to say it?
You're bald. It's not like he was talking about your pigtails.
Was going to tell everybody that was what we were writing.
I
A
got
cow?
Yeah.
right here in front of these apartments, and they just finally fucking gave up completely. And I was like, all right, I'm walking the rest of the way.
But it was pretty amazing because they pulled up, or actually back up.
Correction.
We were at his girlfriend's dropping off a lawnmower, and we hear screaming from the other side of the house. We thought a had been hit by a car. And come to
Are
find
you
out,
calling
it was
me a
Bebo.
cow?
No, it was Bebo.
Oh.
Bebo's a cow.
I did not call you a cow.
No, he's a fucking giraffe. Look at those legs.
No, giraffes
In
have
case
long
you didn't
necks.
notice,
They also have
giraffes
long
have long
legs.
necks.
So he's a
Well,
flamingo.
there's a beard. Maybe you're a flamingo.
Flamingos
Oh, he
also
is-
have long necks.
Don't they represent gay people as well?
They represent swingers.
Swingers. There you go.
Wait,
No,
pineapples.
that's pineapples.
Also flamingos.
Oh,
What?
I didn't know that.
Flamingos were pretty pineapple.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hey, we have flamingos.
Like
We should
flamingos in the
probably
front
get one
yard?
of those.
Yes.
I always
Why do you
just
think
thought they
they're
were
so
just
prevalent
standard
in trailer parks?
decorations.
Oh my.
The amount of houses I've been invited into with flamingos in the front yard.
We have.
Did
And
you
I
not
had
get
no
suspicious
idea.
when they drug you into
Oh my
the
God.
room and like took your clothes off?
We have. So you know those party pants, those shorts that I have. One of them has pineapples on them, and the other shorts have flamingos on them.
Do you guys ever go out wearing them? Like
yes,
one's
No
wearing one,
wonder
one's
they're
wearing the
called-
other.
No wonder they're called party pants. It all makes sense now.
Have you been invited anywhere while wearing them?
Yeah.
Did a couple in Colorado invite you over for dinner?
Wasn't in Colorado.
Oh my God, you're from Missouri, so are we. You should come to dinner. No. That was decent. That was decent.
Alrighty then.
There's a party in my pants.
All right. And I'm going home
Anyway, you are home.
to the basement.
Gotcha. So they were riding their bicicletas and come by, and they're like, "Yeah, we're on our way to your house to see if you'd ride bicycles with us." I'm like, "You're just gonna show up on bicycles and hope I'd get on mine?"
Yeah.
Apparently,
And
It
it worked.
worked.
it did.
They
Even-
were really
I got
anticipating yours not being broken.
I got an accidental heads up, but we did 5.15 miles. You guys did probably
Almost
7.
6. Oh, 7, you think?
Yeah, it was almost 2 miles just to downtown from
Oh,
here.
shit, yeah. We probably did 7.
You guys did close to 7 miles. But the impressive part was getting Ghost on a bicycle. And I'm telling you, man, you really had to lay it on him thick to get him to do it.
Yeah, he
But we
used those
achieved it.
Pretty little eyelashes.
Please.
And the whole time he's going, "Why the fuck am I out here on a bicycle?"
I knew you
We ran
couldn't
into people
resist.
I know who were like, "Is that Ghost on a bike?" I was like, I fucking told you I don't do this.
He
Is
just
this one
couldn't
of the
resist
signs of
all
the
this.
apocalypse?
I mean,
Probably.
we do have the apocalypse coming tomorrow.
Never mind.
Oh,
It's
my
a
Lord.
girl's bike.
You know, you can't really tell on that one though,
Kind
which
of a
is
dark
weird
Purple.
because the way girls and guys bikes
Wait,
are.
I thought it was fucking blue.
It is blue.
Oh, I thought it was a dark purple.
It's like an indigo color, but it
The-
has aqua or like turquoise accents on it.
The bar is straight across the top on guys' bikes and then tilted down towards the seat. So there's like space to straddle in front of the seat on a girl's bike. And I've never understood that. Because
Because
guys
women-
have dangly things. That was part of his problem.
Women have dresses.
It was for dresses?
Wait, what are we talking about?
Oh.
So initially,
The way
whenever
the frame's
bicycles
shaped.
were designed,
Oh.
women predominantly wore dresses
Yeah.
and long skirts.
Holy shit.
So
So
bicycles
if
are
the-
sexist.
If the bar were up higher, the skirt would hit about where my shorts are, which would be vastly inappropriate.
Too revealing. Too revealing.
I mean, who
You
let
could
women...
see ankles and knees.
I was
And
just about
maybe
to
even
say.
thighs.
How could they even let them ride bicycles in a dress?
Well, that's
so
why.
much ankle.
Hang on. That's why women, whenever they wore horses.
I don't remember women wearing dresses.
Here's a word from the horse.
That's a cow.
Oh.
Anyways, rode them.
Wow.
They would ride them sideways,
Yeah,
both
side
legs
saddle.
off. Yeah, side saddle.
But how do you ride a bicycle side saddle?
I'm sure it can be
Very
done.
carefully.
I used to do it as a trick. Did you just...
That bitch just shocked me.
Are you sure it didn't bite you?
It felt like it.
You know, I wasn't going to say anything because of the material, but I'm pretty sure your shorts are tighter than Bebop's were last weekend.
Well, these are biker
yeah,
shorts.
but you just
Did you ride your bicycles
slid
over?
sideways on the also plasticky chair?
Oh,
Did you ride your bicycles over again today?
fuck no.
So they're
they're
getting
in the
put up and never
Volkswagen.
ridden
So they're
again?
Jeep shorts.
Well, his has to get fixed.
He said, yep.
Our asses hurt for one. His has to get fixed.
Hey,
Oh, the first thing I did when I got my bicycle, actually, the first thing I did when I rode your old bicycle that was left here was change the seat.
it's actually quite hilarious because
You have the best seat yesterday.
we had to make a stop because Bebo's butt hurt.
It didn't work for me.
It was better than the one that was on it, I promise.
I mean, I believe it, but it still didn't work for me. I have really low hanging objects.
We had to make a stop
cows.
because Bebo's butt hurt and he got like a little hand towel to put on his seat and he's like, this ain't doing shit.
Remember,
I was like, you know, I've got like things you can just put on the seat. They're little seat cushions. He's like, you motherfucker. I'm like, you didn't say anything while we were at the
I had
house.
been bitching since we seen you at his girlfriend's house about my ass hurt.
I didn't pay attention to none of that. You got to come straight to me and be like, I need something for my booty. It hurts.
so circa
He's not very good
2008,
at subliminal messages.
we pick up the Boulevard from Unique Power Sports. No.
Suzuki Boulevard. It's
Yeah,
a motorcycle.
It's a cruiser.
Yeah.
And we leave from his grandma's house the very next morning to go out to Colorado. So this is an unbroken in seat, and we are riding across fucking Kansas. And we stopped in Colby, and we bought memory foam pillows to sit on.
Oh, I
on that
forgot about that.
motorcycle.
It's actually funny. When we stopped, I almost swapped out my bike for a different one. It was making some noises. Like we lost a couple of bolts because Unique was so good at putting them together, and her butt hurt. And I pulled in. I'm like, that's actually the one I wanted. And they're like, we'll swap you. And I'm like, what? It'll be more expensive. Okay. It was a C109 RT. That
And
thing was
then
fucking nice.
Did someone talk you out of it?
I talked myself out of it, I think. I don't think she had to do much work in talking me out of it because the price that they were going to want for it and the difference and the upside down, I was just like, and it wasn't ready yet. So we'd have had to sit there for like a couple of days.
Oh, that's it.
That's probably the whole reason I
Yeah.
didn't do it is because
It
like,
could've
nope, we're
been-
going to Colorado.
If it had been ready right then and there, he wouldn't give a fuck.
Well,
Just-
the exhaust I had on that fucking Boulevard was badass. It sounded like an old like 70s, 80s Chevy 454 because it was 2-in-1 hard chrome with a big ass, like literally you go through a parking garage and it would just set off every fucking car alarm.
We set off every car alarm on the main street in Manitou Springs.
Just at a low cruise. I wasn't
Yeah.
even in it. That thing sounded fucking awesome. But anyway, so we ride down there, and then I'm like, I want to take a ride down our old street that we used to live on. And Ghost is like, you're a bitch.
We're back on the bicycle.
Yeah, back on the bicycle.
He tried to go up that hill on Main Street, the one that's like a fucking 90-degree angle. I'm like, no. I drew the line. I'm like,
So
no,
Callie was like, we'll just go back behind the bank and over the train tracks, which is a hill that's this. It's
Yeah,
shorter.
but we could walk.
And a mud puddle right before it. So I shot mud all up my legs.
Yeah.
should have went through it slow.
And then we went down there, and then they were all kind of trying to figure out, we're going to head back now. And I just was like, fuck this. And I made a right off that street down the huge hill to make a left up the train tracks hill, which is worse than the hill over by the bank.
Yep.
I did make it all the way up that hill on the bike, though.
At least you got some like momentum first.
Yeah, I went.
I bet it really sucked with it not changing gears.
So,
Trying to
Well, I
pull
got
that
it
hill.
to change the gears, and I put it where I wanted it on this road out here
Oh, gotcha.
before we even got far. I was like, nah, I ain't doing this. Although I kept standing up, and it go. I'm like, I'm gonna fall off and die.
so we went and rode bicycles. I worked out that day, right before we'd done that, like a couple hours before. Weigh myself, and I've gained 5 pounds.
Muscle. just
It
say
was
it's
the
muscle.
lion's choice.
The lion's choice.
Where you're throwing out all your gay jokes.
What it actually is inflammation building up in the muscles to heal said muscles.
Oh,
I don't like it.
Get over it, pussy.
But on the gay
Too fucking
jokes,
bad.
I had quite a few yesterday, and I was just tossing them at Ghost left and right. He did, like yesterday, if you hadn't known me beforehand, you'd be like, he does not like women at all. He wants dick.
Yeah.
I mean, I do know you.
Yeah.
Still think she won't do it.
Wow. Okay. Anyway, I tossed a couple of low hanging fruit ones at him, just some
Hold on.
softballs.
Lower than his nuts.
Where are you starting?
I was gonna start at the one in the parking lot. Do you have a couple before that you'd like to
Yeah.
throw out? Okay, go for
Yeah,
it.
so we're sitting there eating fucking lion's choice, and we never go in. We never go in.
But I know he likes to go in and eat sometimes. He doesn't like eating in cars.
I really
Yeah.
don't like eating in cars. So we went inside and we sat down and we ate. And our food was done. And I was like, man, this is kind of like a date. We're sitting here, blah, blah. You know, I was just being stupid. And he leaves and he orders Alyssa's food. And he comes back and we're sitting there talking. And then here comes the waitress with 2 ice creams and hands it to us. I was like, did you get ice cream? He goes, yeah. He goes, it's a date. Might as well finish it off right. And he like tinks our ice cream together. I'm like, you're such a fucking faggot.
You just deep throated that cone.
Yeah.
And
Well,
then
at the end of it, I cleaned out all the ice cream and I was like, eyeing him. He goes, oh, you're putting out. I was like, you don't want it. I had White Castle.
I said something about, he said something about the date before that. And I was like, is it a date? And he goes, I ain't putting out. And I was like, yeah, you will. We're going out in the parking lot and we're getting back into the truck. And this motorcycle goes by and I was like, man, that could be us, but you don't swing that way. And he like looks around. He's like, what? I was like, the motorcycle. He's like, there's nobody on the back of it. I was like, I know, I'm the motorcycle. You're the guy riding it. He's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
poor guy.
The way he got me. It's the best one of the day. I was like, God damn. But he didn't miss a beat. He just fucking spit it out like there was no thought process. I was like,
There wasn't.
I know.
You know, and you know how like, sorry, it was so clean. Like
Why
I
is
just
your voice so high pitched?
the bike,
He's gay.
the bike was
channeling
right
his
there,
day.
and it just popped off so quickly. Like he saw the bike. And, I don't know, it worked. So
That's normal.
it was just like there was no thinking about it. It just popped off, right? And you know how you do like your mom jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Him and I do the I'm gonna fuck your sister, I'm gonna fuck your mom, I'm gonna fuck your whatever, like just giving each other shit.
This one is an ongoing one for like the last 2 or 3 years.
And
From like the first time we went out on the road together.
I thought you were going to say a date.
he was doing
It was a nice
we
day.
were doing this back and forth one day, and I was like, I'm gonna go get a shovel. He's like, why are you gonna get a shovel? I was like, so I can dig up your grandma and fuck her. And he's like, what the fuck, dude? So that one has stuck around for a little bit, and he mentioned something about his grandma, and we were taking the service road back, and I was like, I got to make a quick stop real quick. And he's like, okay, that's fine. And I whipped into the graveyard.
Oh, good.
And he's
Lord.
like, "Why are we here?" And I was like, "He's like, wait, is this just so you can fuck my grandma?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "She's not buried here." And I'm like, "Whose grandma have I been fucking?"
Not mine. She's buried in the promised land.
He's like, "She's in Arkansas." I was like, "Well, 165 miles get us there. I've got some making up to do."
And then we get over to Jess's house and there's a shovel. He goes, huh?
And he goes, "Can he borrow your shovel?" And she goes, "Yeah, sure." "Why?" And Ghost goes, "So he can dig up my grandma and fuck her." And she goes, "What the fuck?" Okay. And I was like, "So I can borrow it still?" And she goes, "Yeah, you do you."
That's what she
what you
also
have to
uses
do.
to dig up his grandma and fuck her. How do you think she gets all that graveyard dirt?
Yeah, no shit.
This makes sense.
But yesterday was a good day. We fucked some shit up too.
Yeah, we did. Why don't you like lead into that after all the good things?
You wanna get all the good shit out of the way?
Just get all the good shit out of the way. That way it doesn't sound as bad.
Yeah, I mean, we moved the couch in from out of the garage.
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad. It took maybe 3 to 4 minutes. Yeah.
That was
It already has our dogs permanently attached to it.
Yep.
Fantastic.
We put his motorcycle back together, and it runs now.
Does it shift and everything?
Yeah,
Runs
Nice.
away because it heard all the gay jokes.
yeah. It's yeah. He's got a video of it running.
You know anybody that's gonna paint my? Sounds like a lawnmower.
Damn.
It's on video, okay?
Yeah, I know.
And the exhaust isn't that great on it. It's a full Yoshi, but I
Eh.
don't think they spent very much money
Yeah,
on
we're
it.
gonna change that definitely.
Yeah, I think a shorty GP exhaust would probably sound good on it.
I just have to paint mine and put it back together. Painting is a lot of work.
Yeah.
Well, we got to take the exhaust off and strip that too. Whoever had my bike before, like, just slathered paint everywhere on the bike, so it's just black everywhere.
Huh.
They had a vision.
They did, and they
Too
executed
bad
it.
they needed glasses.
Yeah.
Really thick glasses.
What else did you guys do?
We went to Lowe's, got a lawnmower, we got new tools
Uh-huh.
and wood,
Uh-huh.
and we cleaned up the garage.
We did.
That way you could park in there.
Yeah.
I
And at
appreciate
3 a.m., I realized our neighbors probably think we're crackheads because I opened the garage and hit it with a leaf blower. So the neighbors definitely think we're crackheads.
Yep.
We did not pour fuel on the ground. That didn't happen.
I don't believe it for a second. Did you try and clean it with the fuel?
Hold on. So whenever I first put the fuel tank off,
Hang on, let me tell you the hillbilly move he did. He saw it on YouTube,
no, hold on.
and it kind of worked.
No, whenever I first pulled the fuel tank off to like empty it out. Okay.
Okay, I see.
When I first did that, obviously I couldn't dump it out in the house.
Right.
So I took it outside and I had a gas can with a big hole and I was like, all right, I'll just dump it in there.
That was the smell that it left with you not dumping it out in the house?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't good. There was something else mixed with it, I swear. So like I took it outside and I was dumping it and it didn't hit the fuel tank the way it was supposed to. So I'm sitting there shaking it, trying to get it all out. And it's all over the ground. No big deal, whatever. It
He's
is
out
what
there
it is.
doing something with it a little bit later, and
Yeah, last night we were out there
he's
trying to
sitting-
clean it out.
He's kneeled down doing something with it, and I was like, "Is this where you worked on it before?" And he goes, "Yeah." "Why?" I was like, "Is that why I've got a bunch of dead fucking grass?" There's like 2 giant brown spots out there with just dead grass, and he goes, "Oh, I didn't notice that before."
I literally, it's right next to my car, and like I walk there every day. I open my door every day, but I never noticed it until we were out there with the lights. And he goes, "Is that why my grass is dead?"
Yep.
Probably.
Whoopsies.
Grab the wrong watering container.
Yeah,
It happens.
Yeah.
So while we were cleaning out this time, I looked at him like, "You want me to pour it on that tree?" And he goes, "No, probably not."
It wouldn't matter.
Well, no, we didn't pour fuel intentionally on the ground.
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
We didn't do that either.
No.
That doesn't sound convincing. He
It was on concrete.
sounds somewhat convincing. Like, no, yeah, We didn't do it intentionally.
No.
We were like, no.
No, we didn't.
Nope.
We didn't pour fuel on the ground intentionally. We did pour it on the concrete
Well,
intentionally.
no, we didn't even pour it on concrete intentionally. I tried to pour the screws out. And the fuel came out with it.
Because every fuel tank is complete with screws in it.
Correct. Did you put those in there, or were they already in there?
I put them in there.
People who don't know anything about cars are going, wait, you're supposed to put screws in your gas can? What the fuck?
The confidence level I just had whenever I said, no, I put them in there.
All of this took place at midnight.
Between midnight and 3 a.m.
Like I said, our neighbors think we're crackheads.
I know this because I called him on my break and I just hear, are you missing one? It's like, oh God. So back in 2007, he bought a car from my dad and we did a transmission flush on it and we pulled the pan off of the transmission and then did all the stuff and put the pan back up there and never found that one screw.
Oh,
He's not allowed to work on vehicles because there will always be one missing screw.
I wish you would have
They
told
come
me
with
that.
extra parts.
They do not.
They do.
However, I think I
just makes
miscounted
him
them all night.
Hold on, it just makes him a better mechanic. He can put it back together with less parts.
More
that go
efficiently
with it,
than
you
they
know?
did at the factory. There you go.
well,
Okay. So I guess we should go ahead and get into the home improvement.
We still got more with that cleaning fuel tank.
I think we're milking it at this point, but go ahead.
No, there's 2 more parts.
Okay.
I put 15 screws in there, and as I was dropping them out, I counted them wrong every fucking time I recounted them. He goes, no, there's 11, there's 10, there's 12.
He's
By the
going, no,
end of it-
there's 13. There's 15. And I'm like,
there's 9, there's 10. He goes, no, where are you counting these? I was always one up, so I thought by the end of it, I was like, all right, so there's 14 here. I put 15 in there, and I was like, I wonder if I miscounted whenever I first put them in there.
so he starts searching with this light around the area to see if there's a screw. And he goes, well, I found a screw. And he throws it up there, and it looks nothing like the screws that we threw in there.
God.
And I was like, that counts. We'll count that. That's it. And he's like, what? And I'm like, 15 screws. We got 15 screws. We started with 15. We're ending with 15. He goes, okay, but what about the other one? I was like, keep going. It's not there. It'll work.
My question is, was this other screw one of them from when we were working on the trailer, like the camper trailer out in
Potentially.
the
To be determined.
It's
It
like
was
a-
pretty rusty.
It was pretty rusty.
deck screw?
It did have a square top. So maybe. But the best part of all of it, so after we shook the screws around and the fuel, we decided, well, this ain't working too well, so we'll get a wire brush.
I forgot.
and what?
A wire brush and a drill.
Oh, okay.
But the problem we had is we didn't have an extension long enough. So we fitted like 15 extensions together.
Jesus Christ.
I pounded one end to the other one. It's
Yeah.
never coming back out of there.
Never coming back out.
So it was like maybe a foot and a half long by the end of it. And I was like, I don't know if it's long enough. He goes, man, I think it's long enough. And I was like, well, let me go get the drill. I come out and the drill has another like 6-inch long extension in the drill. And he just like lost it. He's like, what the fuck? I shove it in there and it's sticking out the top of the fuel tank like a foot and a half. He's like, so it needs to be longer. And I was like, I was telling you that it maybe doesn't need to be that long, Ghost. He's like, the fuck is wrong with you, man? And then I dropped it in there.
Oh, so that was fun to get out, wasn't it?
It actually wasn't
it
too
wasn't
bad.
that hard, actually.
Remind me when we're done recording to go ahead and type it up.
What are we typing up?
The letter that I'm distributing to all of our neighbors, explaining that you guys aren't actually crackheads.
Nah, fuck them. Let
That
them
you're just stupid.
let them use their imagination. It's okay.
We're out there with floodlights and fucking flashlights. just
He's out
trying
there
to do this
shaking
shit.
a gas can over his head like a fucking caveman. Rattling. It's rattling on the inside.
It was fun.
He was trying to look in it at one point, and he's like, I need a better fucking flashlight. And I was like, I got you. I came inside and walked out, and I was like, will a lighter work? And he's like, no.
Also, my resignation letter, because I cannot be allowed to go to work anymore.
Could
I
you-
will come home to no house?
Could you write up one of those letters for us as well, for our neighbors?
Oh no.
Because yesterday, after you guys dropped us off, we were like, all right, we're going to make some brats. So he fired up the grill. He's getting the charcoal ready, and he's out there messing with it. I was inside getting the rest of the food ready. And as I was walking out the front door, I hear him knock on the side door. And so I just like shut the door. And as soon as I shut the door, I realized I didn't have my key and I had locked the door. And I walked around the corner and I looked at him and I was like, fuck. So I have pictures to show you.
Of what? You guys climbing in windows?
So she had it right. She walks around the corner and drops both hands down by her side, throws her head back to where she's looking straight up in the air, and she just goes, fuck. I knew exactly what she had done. I'm standing outside. Charcoal's like ready to be. I've got a little charcoal.
Yeah.
What do you call them? Stacks? Little charcoal stacks?
I was just called a charcoal stack.
Okay, yeah, that thing. And I got one of those. And like it was ready to be dumped out. Brats are ready to go on kind of shit. And can't get in touch with our landlords. We've got one friend who used to live with us who still has a key, but she was in Sullivan and could not leave.
Not in time, at least.
Not in time, at least.
Hang on. Not only did he have all that ready outside, I had the stovetop on, boiling water, and beans.
And Vin was ready to start cooking.
Yeah.
Kittler.
So I'm like, all right, no big deal. I know none of the windows on the bottom floor are unlocked. I'll just climb up to the top. And Kelly was like, no, fuck that. I'm not paying for the hospital bill. Well, it starts getting cold, like really quick. I'm standing outside in like an athletic, holy t-shirt and a pair of shorts. I'm fucking freezing.
Bright blue shorts?
Yeah, the bright blue ones. I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I pulled the car cover back off the Jeep. I throw a cooler up on top of the Jeep, and I climb up onto our fucking lean-to and in through the smallest window we have in our house, which is also the highest window on the inside of the house.
And the smallest.
Ooh.
But you did it.
I made it. I made it. It looked very fucking crazy.
Yeah, I think they might need some letters too.
Our neighbor, I went over to our neighbor before he had done that and asked him, I was like, hey, do you have like their personal phone number so we can get in touch with the landlords? He was like, no. And so he came over and was like helping him get up on the roof. And then I look over across the street and the neighbors are outside in lawn chairs watching all of this. And I was just like, God damn it, this is embarrassing.
I wish we'd had an audience last night.
I'm sure we did. They were just
Probably.
inside afraid of us.
No. On our other shenanigans.
Oh,
We did a lot of good.
The ones in the basement?
Yeah. Did a lot of good yesterday.
I got a picture sent to me with just welp.
Okay.
So, Ghost is a resident of our domicile.
Uh-huh.
Yes, and his family is expanding.
Uh-huh.
So his space needs to expand.
Huh.
And actually, pull up the design real quick.
Oh.
Oh, did you guys draw this up?
Yeah, I drew something up this morning. It's kind of a rough, but the idea is there.
I did think about a problem with
We'll get to that.
that idea.
We're going to spin the stairs. There's going to be a hallway, bedrooms, all kinds of shit, right?
Where are the stairs?
The black line on the side. We're spinning it. See the hallway?
Oh, I see it.
There you go. So, anyway, the problem right now is our oldest has gotten these shithead dogs that are absolute sweeties. Love them to death. They're beautiful dogs. They're super intelligent. But Gojo, the white dumbass, thinks that Ghost's bed is a toy
100% a toy.
and has destroyed the mattress.
So I have a question. Right here on Annabelle's room, that is where your room is now?
No, the other side.
It's where where the door comes into the basement.
We can go over the design later.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
This is those stairs, or the big black line is
The big
The little
black
black line is the stairs.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, I did a little YouTube for some home improvement. Consulted the fine individuals at Lowe's about how this job should be done.
What?
I'm not sure the language the one guy spoke was entirely English, but it also wasn't any other language I've ever heard of.
Uh-huh.
Except for down south. Maybe they...
It was 100% English.
Was it?
Southern English. I mean, I understood
Boom
every
hour?
word of it.
A little boomhauery. It's you go up there, you grab one of these things, you put a 22 shell in there, and you put the nail in it. Pow! Right through the wood, right into the concrete. Okay. No, this sounds about right. So I grabbed another guy up front. I was like, he told me about, it's over here, and pointed him out. And 3 different power levels. I grabbed the longest fucking nails they had. We got some lumber. Came back, cut the lumber, came up with the plan.
He actually cut it straight, too.
I was
Impressive.
like, this is how we're going to do this.
It was all the gay jokes
Line
yesterday.
it up.
Yeah.
Fire the first nail through the wood and into the concrete floor. It doesn't quite go all the way in. It's sticking up about a quarter of an inch, 3/4 of an inch,
Probably.
half an inch, somewhere there.
Just not a full inch.
Not, yeah. And I was like, all right, well, I'll just hit that with a hammer and drive it in the rest of the way.
Oh my fucking God.
So I scooted down the board and I was like, let's make sure that's squared up, and we'll pound it into the lumber first, because the guy mentioned you might have to do that sometimes. And lined it up, and then got the gun on top of it, and pow! And he goes and wiggles the board. It's not secured to the floor. And I'm like, fuck. I guess we didn't get the powerful enough shells. So I grabbed a hammer and I went and smacked the head of the nail, and the board went bloop, right off the floor, and so did a bunch of the concrete.
Wow. Wow.
And I was like, hey, I don't think we're going to do this job right now. I think we ought to move on to your motorcycle.
Uh-oh.
Were you trying to nail the board to the floor?
Yes.
To then build walls on top of it?
We did not finish that video when we started it. However, we did then finish it and realized you have to build the wall.
You frame the wall
Then you
out
put
and
it up.
then you put it up.
Then you put the board down. We figured that out.
My
Jesus
defense, I didn't
Christ.
watch any of the video till we sat down and watched the whole video.
Yeah. So we saw that you need to
I
frame it
didn't
first.
watch the fucking video. That's common
You know what?
sense.
Your dad is a
Listen.
handyman. I don't want to hear it.
My dad is not a handyman.
Didn't you work for fucking Meeks? You sure
No,
knows how to
his
That's
dad
my
worked
dad.
for me.
That's your dad, too.
That ain't my
Damn.
dad.
What does your dad
Damn.
What?
What does your dad do?
My dad
Welding.
sold welding equipment.
Oh, I knew that.
He was
We
a
could have
traveling
just welded
salesman.
it to the floor. Could have used JB Weld. That shit sticks to everything. It's like the
Jesus.
Frank's Red Hot sauce of sealant.
So, anyways, we decided we're not doing the floor or the walls ourselves.
So on my next stretch of days off, I will work, or I will be off 4, then I will work 1, and then I will be off 4 with a half day at the end.
Yeah.
We'll do the walls then.
Oh, yeah.
She will be the supervisor.
Well, I sent that picture to my Spanish friend, who is very good with building houses and stuff
He's
like
probably a handyman
that. Well, he works with me now.
Why would you assume that? Because he's Mexican?
because he just said he's very good with like building houses and stuff.
How do you know he meant like houses and stuff?
Because he said houses and stuff.
Wow. Racist.
So I sent the picture to him, and like he's
Mexicans come pre-programmed with that information.
That's racist.
he said, I sent it to him, and I told him what we were doing. He goes, "Yeah, you should probably hire some Mexicans to do that." So I was like, "Yeah, LOL, you looking for work?"
They do it
He goes,
instinctually.
"I'm the type of Mexican who hires Mexicans to do that." I was like, "Fuck."
You know any Mexicans that you can hire?
Did you also send that picture to Carrie?
Not yet. That was my
like-
next step.
I need help.
I literally, he like was going to take a picture of the hole in the concrete. And I was like, no. We have to set the scene. And I put all the tools next to it with an empty shell. And he was like, now take the picture. And he goes, and I said, and just send help.
All I said was, "Oops."
So I'm gonna change my schedule. I'm gonna talk to Gail and be like, I cannot work any weekends. I can work Fridays, I can work Mondays. You can move those days, but my husband and Ghost cannot be at home alone at
And
the same
let
time.
ghost.
Let ghost.
Let ghost.
Let ghost of the past.
Give me a time.
No,
we don't need it.
because if I do, we don't have a house in the future.
No, we
It'll
do.
be
It
better.
just has a lot of holes in it.
We don't have the money. We don't have the technology. We cannot rebuild it, but we're going to try anyway.
Jesus.
Does nobody know that movie reference? $1 Million Man.
No.
Really? I've never seen it either.
What the fuck? You can't say really. If you haven't fucking seen that shit, are you kidding me?
Wow, that's such a good movie. I've never seen it.
That's like the famous quote. We have the technology. We have the money. We can rebuild him.
I don't think.
Holy shit. I have seen that.
Have you?
Yeah. A long fucking time ago.
It's an old ass movie.
It was a TV show, too.
Yeah, I think they turned it into.
I've
Was it a
seen the
movie or a TV show?
I know it as a TV show because it was on after fucking like MASH and the A-Team and
But
shit.
it was on. That was like in the intro to it, right?
It was the intro.
That's right. I have seen.
and it was
the
just
intro.
a man running.
I have no clue.
No, you know what MASH is?
Those
I do
nuts
know what
sound
MASH
crispy.
is.
That sounds about right.
We grew up
You
with
hippie.
grandma. That's all they
That's
play.
where I saw it at.
I never
Literally
watched
all
MASH.
we
I
watched.
always
Jesus
watched
Christ.
the A-Team.
That TV in the basement of Graham's house.
The box TV. Yes.
She's doing MASH.
Oh.
Anyway.
She was staring into my soul. I didn't know what was happening.
That's what MASH does to you.
I couldn't
Suicide
stand
is
MASH.
painless.
I couldn't stand MASH.
Did you guys ever watch Twilight Zone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tales from the Crypt.
No, I never actually watched that.
You never got to watch Tales from the
No,
Crypt?
I never watched. I mean, I seen some of it after I started dating my high school girlfriend.
Really?
Yeah, it's also the one I had a baby with.
What was the one? Grandma that lives
I
close
think I
to
figured
us.
out where he got the obsession with fucking your dead grandma.
Tales from the Crypt.
Mm-hmm.
That was one sexy skeleton.
Yeah, you fucking.
Grandma over here. I used to watch. I didn't realize I was watching them at the time. I knew when Days of Our Lives came on that was a fucking soap. But that's the only one I was able to ever identify as a soap. That show, out of context, I'm telling you, will fuck you up as a kid. There's one scene, they're in a hospital and this fucking evil clown shows up in the hospital room. And they talk to each other like old friends. And I'm like, what is this? This is a fucked up McDonald's commercial.
No,
I know.
It's whenever the kids come to terms with all their.
But it was
Fucking
Days of Our
demons.
Lives, which apparently is the longest running soap of all time. No, we figured out it wasn't.
I
There's
think
another
it's
one.
The Sopranos, ain't it?
No.
I can't remember what it is. Days of Our Lives is like number 2.
Fuck, I got this.
But there was another one we watched. What?
Was it General Hospital?
Something just popped into my
Yeah.
head that is completely irrelevant and something to do with somebody who is a long way from here.
General
But
Hospital.
Jake used to say that shit all the time. These are the gays of our lives. And now I understand what he meant by that.
Yeah, that was
Now
like
I
in
know
the
where that came
intro.
from. I had no fucking idea.
I don't even think they changed the intro since that show had started. And as the hourglass turns, so do the days of our lives. Something to that nature.
Yep.
What was the fucking one? Like, I would actually watch that now. She watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a good one.
But there was another
Willow
one,
was hot.
the Angels, something Angels, where they had barcodes on their necks.
Charlie's Angels.
Yeah.
No, they had barcodes on their necks, and they were part of some experimentation thing, some underground organization. You know who will know? Garrett.
Probably.
He's going to tell me on Facebook. You know, because that's what you should do if you listen to the show. You should interact with us, you
Oh.
assholes.
I got it.
What is it?
Dark Angel.
Dark Angel. God damn.
I never even
is
heard
a
of that.
classic.
I've
Now,
heard
the chick from that was hot, too.
I've heard of Angel and Charmed, which they did crossovers all the time, and then Buffy.
Was Buffy considered a soap?
No.
No,
How about Gilmore Girls?
I was gonna say Gilmore Girls.
Gilmore Girls wasn't a soap.
Smallville.
No.
One Tree Hill. You guys ever watch that one?
I never watched that one.
Okay.
No, I've
oh my
seen
God.
stuff from it though.
I didn't watch One Tree Hill. I watched Gilmore Girls as an adult.
I watched Gilmore Girls
Good
growing
show.
up.
Shut up, Penny.
That's a good one. OG with Charlie Sheen though. I don't think it's a sitcom.
Yeah, those
Did
are
you see
sitcoms.
Hugh met Martin Sheen?
Who?
Hewitt?
Is that who he was shown that picture with?
Like, is
Yeah.
that Charlie Sheen's dad?
Yes.
No shit.
Yep.
Huh.
And boy, does he look old.
I couldn't even recognize him because he was an actor too, wasn't he?
Yes. He's the reason Charlie Sheen
And say Charlie Sheen doesn't look that.
Isn't there like a lot of backlash with him right now?
Charlie Sheen?
Yeah.
There has been for years.
With
That
like,
motherfucker really,
like
Why is
sexual
Karma
assault
calling
type of
me?
stuff.
because I was supposed to take some tickets over to her.
That man is backlash.
I told him to tell her that I'd have to do it tomorrow. Here, let me, real quick, just go ahead, talk.
Well, the backlash, like, what other stuff?
I mean, he beat the shit out of his wife,
yeah.
locked her in the bathroom while he was banging whores. He's done more drugs than probably anybody on the face of the fucking earth. Like,
See, I've been seeing a lot of stuff about like child molestation type of stuff.
I don't know anything about that. I'd have to
I think that's like new stuff coming out right now.
Oh, I hope not.
I hope not too, but I think that's something that's happening right now. Not he didn't do it right now. But
His
like,
net worth is only $10 million.
only.
Well, I mean, if you think about how long he's been in acting, that's not a lot.
That's really not.
What's Jeffree Star's net worth?
Ooh.
Probably a fuck ton.
That's fine. Or I can come by and get it from you.
I like Jeffree Star.
Same.
He's pretty real.
200 million.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah.
Charlie Sheen's been an actor longer than Jeffree Star has been
I mean,
alive.
Charlie Sheen's been an actor since he was fucking tiny, I think. Charlie Sheen.
So the band that has the guy that's called Charlie Sheen,
Hollywood Undead.
Hollywood Undead, they have a song about Charlie Sheen
Uh-huh.
and all the shit that he's done.
Uh-huh.
And I wonder if he didn't name himself Charlie Sheen because I'm pretty sure they came along after the whole Charlie Sheen incidents.
Who are you talking about?
Hollywood Undead.
That's 100% where he got his name from.
Is it?
Yes.
Okay.
They even reference it in several songs.
That's what I said. They have like a song about him. But he's been controversial. What was the famous phrase? Winning.
I don't know.
You don't remember that?
No.
Winning.
Is that Charlie Sheen?
Yeah.
You sure it
You
wasn't
finding
Tom
anything
Cruise?
over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's responded
I don't even know
to
where
it.
my phone is.
Apparently, Corey Haim.
I don't have my phone apparently.
I don't know who that is.
I don't
I do.
either.
He was
Off the top of my head.
actor in the, like when Charlie Sheen was younger.
Oh. Apparently, whenever he was 13 years old and Charlie Sheen was 19, he sexually assaulted him.
Yeah, that's
Charlie
what I was hearing
Sheen
about.
denies him.
From what I remember seeing,
From
they were
the-
both kids.
worked with Haim on the 1986 film Lucas.
Yeah.
Can you turn that down?
No, because I'm going to play it.
We're on two different
Good start.
topics.
It's a great start. It's the first win. But that we can claim to be completely original, which excites me, which puts me in the zone of winning. I'm by winning. I win here and I win there. Now what? Let's just do it. Let's meet this thing head on. And you were in it to win it. Talk about an education. And then like this, and then that's the guy, and he's our dad, and we can get all the answers and the truth. Wow, winning.
Yeah, it was definitely Charlie Sheen.
I mean, they both had like complete mental breaks around the same time.
Like every actor or actress has had mental breaks. Who did we see? I saw a video of an actor the other day, and I was like, holy fuck.
Well,
I know Gary Busey's looked like shit for years. I'm surprised that guy's even alive.
what's going on, Ghost?
I don't understand where these allegations are coming from because this dude died in 2010.
What happened?
What?
Charlie Sheen is apparently responding to sexual assault allegations from a person called Corey Haim, who died in 2010.
The videos I seen were like brand new videos of him talking about it.
Well, apparently someone's bringing it back up because this fucking thing, this news article is from 2017.
Speaking of sexual assault in movies, did we bring up the whole Nickelodeon thing?
I don't know that
No.
we fully. I think
didn't?
we touched it, but didn't bring it up.
Perv.
Wow.
You laughed.
So is it like jarring to people that this dude's been a fucking weirdo for years? I mean, I've been watching videos.
Which one are you talking about? Because
The
there's
dude that
Dan,
like Dan the
Schneider?
pink
Yeah, that's
does it,
I
the
think it's
pink guy or
Schneider.
whatever does a song about it.
I know who. Yeah,
Dan Schneider, that's it.
Yeah.
Big
So-
Nickelodeon producer.
He's not the biggest one who's done shit.
I haven't watched the
Well,
documentary.
apparently he's the one who sexually assaulted the chick
Drake.
from.
Oh, and
Amanda
Amanda Bynes. That whole
And-
thing was weird.
what's the fuck is Sam?
Sam from.
Sam and Cat and what's her name?
Holy shit! I can't think of it right now.
Miranda
Yeah,
Cosgrove.
What's her name?
What's the name of that show? iCarly.
Yeah, that's what he just said.
Yeah, I didn't hear you. Yeah, speak up, boy.
What is Sam's name? Keep wanting to say Jennifer, and that's
So-
not it.
I didn't know I didn't think she got sexually molested. I thought it was just the chick who played Carly.
Hold on, you guys are getting
No,
wrong.
you're
Okay,
wrong.
go ahead.
That guy, he
Tickled their toes.
he's not the guy who sexually assaulted Drake from Drake and Josh.
No, it's Ben something, right?
Brian Peck,
Brian Peck.
and he went to dude. I listened to an entire podcast about it, but the other guy, he was just inappropriate with him and verbally abusive and shit like that.
Really?
Yeah, there's.
I know
mean,
he has like a foot fetish, right? Isn't that like a huge thing?
probably, and he made him wear like skimpy things for fucking like 12 and 14-year-old girls
Yeah.
and shit like that. Like that's what he did. He was inappropriate and he was verbally abusive and shit
made
like that.
Made the Ariana Grande, the Sam actor,
Yeah.
and a couple other girls like do very inappropriate things on shows
Yeah.
that shouldn't have been on kids shows or said on kids shows.
Like
I'd have to
squirting
show you.
lotion all over the face to
Yeah.
make it look like fucking splooge and shit like that, and like all kinds of weird shit.
Huh.
Making them walk around in fucking bikinis and shit like that.
Like there's,
Which, I mean,
you'd have to see videos.
Obviously, if you're at a fucking pool, it's one thing, but whenever you're an adult man running a kids show and you make them wear skimpy ass fucking bikinis on set, even whenever they're like, I'm not really comfortable with this, that's a huge fucking difference.
There was it Brian Peck that had the not the restraining order, but previously was convicted for something and then wasn't allowed to work on kid shows and found a way around it.
So after Drake from Drake and Josh came out with the sexual assault and
Not publicly.
well,
Drake was
he
the skinny
came out-
guy, right?
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
the skinny guy. He was the quote unquote cool one who was in a band and everything. He came out.
He took like a hard turn after the show, didn't he? Like,
Well,
didn't he get into
This
drugs
was
and shit?
Kind
This
of.
this is where it's all
Yeah.
going. So, whenever he came out, like they did the whole thing. They put him in jail or prison for I think fucking 6 months and made him go on probation for like 2 years, and then he had to file as a registered sex offender. And he wasn't allowed to work directly with children. He found loopholes to where he could still work on shows with children and all this other shit, but he's not allowed to like
Be on
sit
set.
here and have conversation with children. And if he is, he has to let his PO know. So he was still working on shows, and like there's this whole fucking thing about it. And like the people who fucking defended him and like tried to victim shame Drake for it and shit like that is fucking wild.
Yeah.
That's like, I wonder if Miley Cyrus had to deal with any of that, and that's what caused her shit.
Probably.
Well,
But she was Disney.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, Disney has its own
Oh, I
fucking
know.
shit.
Oh, yeah.
so all that actually happened right before Drake and Josh started showing. Like the guy who did that to him, it was his and somebody else's like idea to come up with that show. And he says filming Drake and Josh actually took him out of all that shit and like mentally helped him. And then after the show was over, he crashed really hard and went into fucking drugs and started doing really stupid shit. And then that's where all the fallings out and shit came from, because he was trying to process it but also avoid it.
Yeah. There's a lot of shit from our childhood, like childhood idols that we idolized. Britney Spears, that whole thing's still going on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And then fucking
Demi Lovato.
What happened there?
Well, she was on what's that movie called? Camp Rock and Camp Rock 2. She was anorexic really bad. She was drinking all the time. She was on drugs constantly. That's why like she's now like up to current, I think it was like 2 years ago she overdosed, and then 2 years before that she overdosed, and 2 years before that she overdosed. So she's been through a lot of shit too.
No shit.
she was the one who dated Mac Miller, right?
No, that was Ariana Grande.
Oh, Ariana Grande, dude. That girl went through hell after he passed away.
Yeah.
What was her name wasn't Jennifer. What was it? Raspy voice. Was a lot of childhood stuff. I had a crush on
Give
her.
me one example.
Oh my God. What the fuck was her name? Sounded like she smoked a pack of cigarettes a day.
Give me a show name.
I can't
Miley
think of one.
Cyrus.
No. There's some audio clips of her going around though. It's like, you sing?
Are you talking about the redhead?
Yeah.
I have no
What
clue.
the fuck is her name?
Do you know what she was in?
Yeah. Hang on.
Was she in Mean Girls?
Lindsay Lohan?
You're talking about Lindsay
Lohan.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking about.
She also crashed out
think
pretty
she was
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The twins from Full House. That
Yeah.
was a fucking shit show.
And then
There's another fucking female singer. She got popular around Katy Perry around the same time. She's the one who always sings songs about partying and shit.
Oh,
Kesha.
Kesha, yeah.
No. Was it Kesha?
Yeah, Kesha.
Waking up
Because her
Yeah.
manager,
Kesha, yeah.
her manager, essentially locked her into a contract where she wasn't allowed to have any rights to her music for like X amount of time, and so she stopped producing music for a very long time. And then once the contract was up,
Penny now.
then she came out and kind of similar to the way Taylor Swift did hers, but now she's producing music.
Yeah.
Speaking of Taylor Swift, did you see she really pissed off the quote unquote Christian community?
Oh, what now?
Oh, she came out hardcore against like Trump and Christian America and shit. Like,
Here
there's
recently?
there's like a
goddamn, I like her
video.
more.
There's this video of her and her dad like having a conversation. She's like, I refuse to stand behind this group of people that does not actually follow Christian values, but they claim to, and they go against everything Christians believe. So I refuse to. And her dad's like bawling his eyes out, and she starts crying. And I was like, oh shit. I so expected more to come of that, but nothing happened.
No, they swept it under the rug. Why not?
And I was like, what?
It's a fucking really important pop icon going against the entire fucking country when the entire country is like, oh yeah, we should all follow Taylor Swift and do everything that she's doing because she's got so much influence. And then when she backlashes and backfires against everything that they're trying to do, why the fuck not quiet it?
I really haven't seen a lot of coverage on it, period.
I mean, it's probably not her trying to cover it up. It's other people trying to cover it
I
up.
guarantee it.
Yeah, because she has so much influence. Like
But
he
she
was
like
saying, but
came
like-
out
or he was
hardcore
saying, sorry.
about it. Just like this video hit TikTok, and it at the time I saw it, it had like 3.8 million views.
I don't remember seeing anything about that.
That's fucked.
It's because it got covered up real quick.
Yep.
But she was out against Trump. She was out against all this other shit. She's like, I am not voting for these people. They do not stand for what I
Was
believe
it in a
in.
jet by chance?
No.
Oh. No,
Why?
I was asking because there's a video somewhat like that.
Was it in
Years
her
back.
private
Really?
airplane?
Yeah.
No, it did not get shot out of the sky either.
Well, she had some controversy about that with flying. People were giving her some backlash for flying so much. Apparently, she flew from one airport to another when the drive was only like a 30-minute drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And someone pointed out, like, the life that Taylor Swift leads, none of us could ever comprehend the level of fuckery that she has to deal with every day.
Nope.
So anyone recognizes her vehicle, that creates a danger for her with driving. She can't take commercial airlines because nobody would be able to fly on the plane with her.
Nope.
Like, when you have that much, like that level of stardom, you can't do things. Like, I feel like the president would have an easier time using public transportation than Taylor Swift would.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't really blame her. For
Well,
that.
And let's just fuck her being, or fuck it being a damn, like a security issue. If you had that much money, would you drive 30 minutes or would you just hop in your fucking...
Honestly,
I would drive
a
30
flight would
minutes.
probably take longer.
Yeah.
With TSA
It's a
taxiing
fucking-
out, taxing in,
Listen,
getting on and off the
She's
plane,
got
and in
more,
and out of
she
the
ain't worried
airport.
about that.
I understand.
I would get in my $4 million Bugatti and drive that 30 minutes. I don't give a fuck.
Well, you would, but
Yeah.
I'd fly the fucking jet. I'd want my own pilot's license. I'd fly so much my damn self.
Well, see, somebody did that here recently. They were a basketball player. Right into the side of a mountain.
Wow. That wasn't recent either.
Was he flying that?
No.
Oh.
No.
his
That's what
daughter
they don't
died,
talk
too.
about. The fucking pilot died, and he has a whole family, but Colby dies.
Colby.
And his daughter.
And his daughter.
That was sick.
And that's
That
the
sucks.
only thing that hits the fucking news. They don't talk about the pilot or anything.
Wasn't there
Yeah,
another
fuck
person
him.
on there too?
I'm just kidding.
He
I'm
had
kidding.
a family too, goddamn.
I bet they got paid very well.
Well, they probably said it was the pilot's fault. And
Not as well as
told him to
Colby.
screw
There's still
off.
insurance, and there were deaths, and they were on a flight.
His family's like, yeah, it was worth it.
Goddamn.
Wait, how many zeros was that? Okay. Dad, you will be missed. Thank
Is
you for
this
the opportunity.
decimal in the wrong place? Nope.
Decibel?
Yeah, decimal. I said decibel. I have a cold, bro. Fuck off.
Is this decibel in the wrong place? Motherfucker, we
That
pour it
is
in.
what causes colds. You
We
are
pour it
correct.
in, and he puts his face right over top of it and takes a huge whiff and he goes, damn. And I went, what did you expect to happen?
That did happen.
So you were huffing.
He has less
so-
brain cells now.
Whenever
and he
we
was puffing.
whenever I first cleaned it out, it smelled so fucking bad. Like, it did not smell like just gas. It smelled like somebody else had poured other nasty shit into it. So, like, I wanted to see if the gas, just peace of mind. I wanted to see if they smelled somewhat similar, and they didn't. But that shit, like, it hit me in the face. I was like, God damn.
Yeah. But no, other than that, though, I mean, my week's been pretty boring. What about yours, Alyssa?
I worked.
Yeah.
I worked as
We had
well.
a friend down. Did we mention that at all?
He was on the last
He was
podcast.
on the podcast.
Holy shit.
Oh
that
my
happened?
god!
Wow. I feel bad for him now.
Wow.
Love you, Zach.
It's okay. He don't
He doesn't listen.
No, he doesn't. Fucker.
Well, he said he asked me which one he would listen to if it was gonna be a 4-hour-long plane ride, and I told him Stephen Hawking's.
Yep. Yeah.
That
That's
might
a
be
good
why
one.
he hasn't talked to us much.
Probably.
I think his opinion of us may have changed a little during that recording session. He didn't really know what to say or do, it seemed.
Nobody does.
I mean, if he can't handle us at this, he can't handle us at our best.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? This is our best.
Some of us.
Maybe to us.
What are you doing?
Making sure we don't have any new Patreons or nobody's ordered
Patrons.
anything.
He's doing this in the middle of the
saying
episode.
that, I've been here for almost a year now.
Holy shit, it's been that long?
July
July.
1st will be a year.
Holy shit.
And I still don't know what the fuck to do with you crackheads half the time.
Just moving the house next door.
It could use some help. That motherfucker right there, have you looked at it?
I didn't mean that one.
Is it for sale?
It needs to be. Ain't nobody even living there now.
Will you leave them alone? Nobody's living there?
No, she moved in with her boyfriend.
We need to look into that. Because I would also like to be huffing gas at 3 a.m, but nobody calls me.
This is not legal advice.
I'm going to call you at 3 a.m. Bebo, get over here. I'm pouring gas in the gas tank. It smells real good.
I'm going to be like, on the way.
Bring the leaf blower.
I'm gonna have to get locks that only I can open, so he can't leave the house at 3 a.m.
See
That's
him, like,
called
busting out a window.
imprisonment.
Well-
and that's illegal too.
Apparently, it's for his own good.
By the way, it seems somebody has received their merchandise,
I did.
and
That's pretty good.
it's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
I like his reaction better. Hand him the microphone.
Yeah, give him the
Is it nice
microphone.
and soft and like buttery and prints really
It's
good?
actually very comfortable. Like
Yeah?
a very comfortable t-shirt. I will be ordering more.
Shh. We're done talking about merch because Alyssa's about to give me shit because she doesn't have any yet.
No, that's fine. I know I'm not important. So
God damn it. Why'd you have to bring this up, guys?
You
I'm
brought it
pretty
up.
sure you brought it up.
I gotta go.
Bye.
Charlie Sheen's calling me.
You're going to go lock his
Although
wife?
the
We've got a meeting with P. Diddy.
I think Callie had a
Oh, God.
Callie had
Is it gonna be
very
a pig
valid
roast?
point. The what do you call it? The QR code on
Yeah.
the shoulder probably shouldn't be on the shoulder.
Why?
It's really hard to fucking scan.
Works fine on mine. We've had multiple people scan it at work.
I mean, it worked, but like me and her was walking on the treadmill the other day at the gym, and I was trying to scan it, and I had to stop and then she had to stop.
What?
And I
Yeah,
couldn't-
you gotta stop. The idea is to not just have people
hang on.
scan you in passing, but talk to you about what it is.
No, you want people to just be like, "What is it?" Oh,
Yeah, I mean,
Scan it.
honestly, I kind of
Be
agree
like,
with
"Oh,
that because
shit."
I'm not going to stop somebody and be like, hey, yo, what's that shirt? I'm going to be like,
yeah, like if it was blown
You
up
can
on like
also
your
just
back.
take a picture of it and then do the QR that way.
yeah,
If
but
they
if you
can get a
can't
good
get a proper
picture.
picture of it,
Get a better phone.
What?
maybe-
That's
maybe
not the
just-
Buy your
issue.
mom an iPhone.
maybe just put it on the shoulder right here.
I said like the back, like just blow it up a little bit on the back. Right there.
Look, we're not saying that you did terrible designing.
I'm not
of
saying
it.
I did terrible. It just
No,
I
we're
tried
not-
that. It looks like shit.
Well, we're saying maybe try another route. We tried the shoulder. Let's try the back. See if it works better.
I
Just
mean, you guys are
remember-
welcome to try to design anything.
Listen, any sort of criticism that heads towards Van is automatically an attack.
It's not an attack. I don't care.
No.
I like it on the shoulder myself.
I
The
do too.
problem is I put it in other places and it looked bad.
I don't care.
Here's the thing, though.
It's terrible. You guys' opinions are wrong.
Hey, hey,
You're wrong.
if you were here when we designed them, then you could have a say.
was here.
I was here. I was here.
Oh no, he's a professional designer.
You're damn right. Billy's got it figured out.
Yeah.
No. Me, people that are like more introverted, don't want to talk to people unlike you, are happy to go up to someone and be like, "What's that on your shoulder? Can I scan it?" But me, I'd be like, "I want to know what that QR code is for."
Yeah,
but
we-
I don't want to fucking talk to them.
We do need to think
Again?
about introverts.
Just walk up to him and be like,
I don't
Hold still.
hold the key to the design,
walk away.
but yet I was the one who worked on it for days. If you guys want to make some changes or try out new designs,
Bitch, I
do
was
it.
here.
I'm not feeling attacked, motherfucker. I'm telling you how to fix it. Go do it your damn self.
Okay, well then why do you sound so
Now,
defensive?
hang on. That's not how this fucking works.
I had to do it my damn self.
Yeah, we're running ideas by you, Van. We're running ideas by you so we can have your input. There we go.
I got a
That's what
full-time
you gotta do
motherfucking
with
job.
us.
We're running
So
ideas.
do we.
So do we.
Ain't none of you other motherfuckers work.
What?
Just Alyssa. She's the sugar mama.
Weird.
What?
I feel like that's the only time you have that opinion.
Nah, I tell a lot of people I got a sugar mama. No, honest to God, I don't really care. Like, it makes some new designs, put some new merch out. Like, people
the only
aren't
way
buying
you-
it. I don't. It does not bother me, not one bit.
Never mind.
What the fuck you mean? Never mind. Just say it.
No.
Why?
Please say it.
I'll say it. Everything about your demeanor changed when I brought that up. Like everything.
I am fine, dude. I do not care.
am fine.
I'm fine
am
too.
not attacked.
I don't
I'm
need
not feel
therapy.
attacked.
I don't know what you guys are reading into, but quite literally, it's chill. It's cool. I like it on the shoulder on mine. So
I'm gonna
that's.
give him a joint. Chill, man.
Oh my
Chill.
God, it's fine. Shut the fuck up.
If you want it differently, you fucking do it.
I'm just telling you, if you have ideas for designs, make them.
Fucking do it yourself and leave me out of it.
I think
I
the
was-
whole thing was because whenever you did the work on those shirts, you talked to all of us about it, and now they're talking to you about it because we're all here and we're able to talk about it.
Okay.
That,
And
and I
you-
was here when you designed all
Yes.
those short
Not all of
shirts.
them. Not you were here when I designed 2 of the team shirts.
I have an idea. We should make some really, really short DFWAI shirts for him. Shorts.
Shirts?
Shorts.
I
Shorts.
was gonna say, what you want us to
I'm
do? Crop
nasally,
tops?
fuck
Crop
off.
tops.
But like really, 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 really short shirts.
DFWAI across the ass of the shorts.
And then the QR code can be right where his wiener's supposed to be.
Supposed to be.
Well, he's a mannequin, so
He's gonna have it on the other side.
So put it on the right side.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's just-
But
How
no,
did I know
honest
that?
to God, if you have ideas, please upload stuff because I'm thinking maybe we don't have enough merch.
I don't know how to do that. I can't do that.
It's not like we can just fucking upload it whenever. I don't have the information or know
You
how.
have all the login info to all of this
Bullshit.
stuff.
Bullshit. Because I still have
Hey,
yet
guess
to
what?
be logged into Patreon.
You can ask me for it, and I will try to give it to you.
Or hey, here's an idea.
Yeah.
On a weekend when y'all are all off, come on over and we can sit at the computer and design some stuff.
Bish, we got to ride bicycles.
I ain't doing that again.
Yep.
The fuck?
And I got an admission.
Because I have none of the login or none of the know-how or none of the information y'all have on this bullshit, I'm going to draw mine on a piece of paper and I will bring it to you.
And what I'm literally
just gonna
going to do
upload that
is
picture?
upload that picture and smack it onto a shirt.
Yes.
That birthmark.
Yeah, it is a birthmark.
I thought it was a bruise.
It looks like a little puppy paw print.
Oh,
Wait,
It's really from years of being on his knees.
Hey, don't worry about it.
I thought it was a bruise. I was kind of hoping you go ow as you were talking, but
Don't you fucking
No.
do it. Don't you do
What?
it.
Don't do it.
no.
It could be poop.
So let's not.
Yeah, that's why I'm not going to do it.
I was over at my
It
girlfriend's
could go
house,
one of two ways.
and she's like, "All right, I gotta do this." I was like, "Yeah, I gotta fart." Never mind.
I almost shit myself the other day.
Almost.
Almost, but I didn't.
See, no, you can't join the club yet.
I
No.
thought I did.
were
Why are you
playing-
breathing so heavy?
We were
Oh, that's
playing.
crazy.
We were playing Fortnite with Nate and someone that he works with the other night, and I went, "Oh, my tummy." So I went and I hid in a spot, and I exited the room, and I think
On
it
the
was
game.
yeah. I went and hid behind the couch.
She came back in here. I was like, "Did you just poop your pants?"
But no, I hid, and then I went in the bathroom, and it was, I think, less than a minute, and I was back. And
I didn't
I
even know
said
she'd done it.
something, and he went, "Did you just go poop?" And I was like, "Did you not hear me say, 'Oh, my tummy'?" That was the quickest shit on the planet.
Listen, I'm pretty good at going to the bathroom quickly,
I'm not.
all around.
Nope. Poops are the hardest thing in the world for me.
Nope.
I was on my way to work and I farted. I thought, oh god, I gotta shit so bad. I was like, I can hold a tug to work. You wonder where I ate that day? Where I went to go to get food from?
Where?
White Castle. So I had gut problems before I even got
motherfucker-
White Castle.
Jesus.
And this motherfucker, we're in Lowe's yesterday. Rips ass. Does like a little 360. Rips ass again. And then down the aisle comes a man holding his like 5-year-old's hand.
No.
Who is just perfectly face level with his ass. And I watched her nose like curl up into a ball and disappear. And I was like, "You just gassed that child." And he goes, "I know, it was so hard not to laugh."
I didn't know they were there at first. And then they come wafting through.
Wafting.
Yes.
The amount of people have accidentally farted in their faces.
The amount of people
On
that
the
you
The amount of people that
purposefully-
you've done it on purpose.
I haven't.
There's one in this room.
Oh, yeah.
He was about to say, I've never farted on anybody's face on purpose.
Twice in the same mall.
Look, man.
2 different people.
Listen,
One was on an escalator.
I had White Castle that day.
Did we have White Castle?
I don't know. I was just, it sounded good. No,
No,
look.
no, it was for one of the kids' birthdays.
Nothing beats Alyssa and I walking through the home goods store just farting at each other.
What the fuck?
I never told you about that?
I don't know.
I think we did.
We have talked about it, yeah.
Yeah. Offending old people?
Nope. Nothing beats. Man, that shit better not linger.
Oh, we've talked about that on here,
We
too.
also have talked about that.
Farting in a black man's face on an escalator.
Yep.
It don't even have to linger at that point. Like, your face is inching towards my fart. There's nothing you can do
If
at
you
that
don't get
point.
pink eye at that point, you're lucky.
Yeah.
Gross.
Oh, you know what? Speaking of assholes farting, when I had to go down to Springfield for that 2 weeks, that second hotel they put me in, they had some sort of like school conventions going on for like high schoolers and shit. And this big old boy come bounding out of that elevator. I went straight into it and it went ding, doors shut, and I went, fucking dick. The glass
he
back on it, and I looked at the door, and he's like looking at me laughing, and I went, "You."
You.
Point at him. No, you.
He took off.
He's probably pretty proud of that one, too. He probably went and told his friends.
He's probably on a podcast somewhere telling that story.
I doubt it.
I just cropped up a really old man in the elevator.
Wow. Really old man?
Yep.
He said, "Ow, my back," as he was getting in.
A really old man. What does that make you?
Do you know what my stipulations for riding the bike were yesterday?
Hang on. Your
He
what?
couldn't say.
My stipulations.
There we go.
I said
That's what he
that.
said the
It
first
sounded
time.
like stimulations.
No, my stipulations.
You know what has stimulated him on his bike the other day?
Not the fucking seat. My stipulations were, all right, but Van has to get it down. I thought for sure I would get out of it. Nope.
I do have a quick audio.
It was funny watching him put his bike back up there.
I do have a quick audio I wanted to play. I don't know if anybody watched it or not, but I don't know what this is from. It looks like, what is this shit? I have to verify to watch TikTok now?
You just gotta swipe it over. It's fine.
Doctor, there's a young woman in emergency. I can't find Dr. Lucas, who's supposed to be on duty.
All right. What's the problem?
She seems to have a foreign object lodged in her
Rectum.
V-A-G-I-N-A.
Vagina.
Come on, let's get this shit over with.
Where's the foreign object?
What the fuck?
It was an Asian dude pops out from under the sheet.
That's gotta be a Saturday Night Live skit. That has to be an SNL skit.
It caught me so far off guard. I was like, what the fuck did I just watch? No, come on. You're from Georgia. That was racist as fuck.
He wasn't paying attention.
Oh, good God.
What were you thinking
Jesus.
about? That's what you were thinking about?
That's closed, buddy. Oh, you guys get it from the gas station like a bunch of
Yeah.
weirdos.
I
Yeah.
just zoned out on you, my bad.
I feel like I had so much to talk about.
Did you?
Did we talk about it yesterday on the bike ride?
Probably.
Wow.
What did we talk about on the bike ride?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Just how terrible it was.
That was a bad bike ride. It sucked.
I have another audio, and I want your take on this. This one's a little lengthy,
Uh-huh.
but just continue to react into the microphone as this one plays.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Hiya.
Oh, hang on. There's no audio.
Holy shit. Brother!
Why did it look like you were
That
just
I've been
jacking your
dating
finger?
My biological brother
Oh.
Hell yeah.
for 6 years.
Is this a comedy?
Murray.
Did everyone got that right? Bio brother, 6 years. Okay, good.
She's reading a
I'm
Reddit.
30, and my brother is 32. I'm going to call him my boyfriend for the majority of the time.
absolutely not.
While I type this, I feel weird about this. I was adopted as a baby, but I didn't know that I was adopted until I was in high school.
That's
I
fucked.
don't feel betrayed or care much. I love my parents, and my parents love me. Who cares if they aren't my real parents? My boyfriend was also adopted. And when we met, it was one of the first things we sort of bonded over. We both didn't learn we were adopted until later on, and we both were lucky and had good families. We weren't passed around from foster home to foster home.
I
Our
know where this is
relationship
going.
was and still is great. We understood each other very fast. We were attracted to each other quickly. I've never met someone
wonder
and
why.
felt immediate attraction and familiarity. Now, I know that comfort and familiarity is because he's my brother. Not my half-brother, my full brother. We've done everything a couple that has been together for 6 years could do. We said we love each other, we've had sex, we've celebrated anniversaries, we've met each other's families. I'm just glad we both agreed early on that we don't want to have kids. So that has never happened. I don't want to deal with the health risks to raise a child and them know that their parents are siblings. I discovered it when we did a DNA test thing to see our ancestry and what exactly we are. I ordered 2 for us. We
Could
spit
you
in the
imagine?
tube and sent it out. Just cute couple things. It took like a month for the results to come back, and I was excited to see what we were, but before I could even get to that, I saw that we were siblings. I was shocked, to say the least. I only just found out this information, and I haven't told my boyfriend.
What?
I'm really hoping they made a mistake, but things are kind of starting to make sense to me now. We always get the quote, "You guys look so alike."
Oh, no.
Or, Quote, he's the male version of you.
Oh my god.
No. So bad. Long before this test, we've always gotten compared.
Nah.
We always just laughed it off, but I have spent the morning looking at pictures of us together and realizing what we really are. We do look so alike. It's freaking me out, and I don't know what I should do. I still love my boyfriend / brother. And we have been together for 6 years. We have a house together and a whole comfortable life. I'm hoping that this test is wrong, and we will do a real test soon, but I'm panicking. I still see him as the love of my life.
Well,
Okay, but this is
Okay.
actually so crazy because what
This lady goes on to defend them.
oh,
Whoa, what?
At least they decided they didn't want kids.
yeah, that's a big plus.
How long has she known and hasn't told him?
She said she found out recently.
Yeah.
and
That
she-
doesn't. That could, recently to some people could be 3 months ago.
That's not what we should focus on.
You
Well,
don't
they
think
both did the DNA test, so they probably both have their results.
they're both going? How should I tell
Well,
her?
they lived
How should I
together,
tell her?
so they probably got all sent in at one time and got the results at one time, and
And
she
got
the
them
mail.
first. Woof.
Well, they come to your email.
Maybe they did it through her email.
Yeah, maybe.
6 years of a relationship, and then you find out that person is your brother.
One half of my biology hails from Arkansas. You're stuck with me.
What do you do? What? Because you've already done everything. There's no going back on that.
Could you continue?
She is.
She
She wants to, but he doesn't even know yet. What happens when he finds out?
don't tell him.
That's fucked. Well, we know where Callie lives at.
I'm joking.
I mean, that's a.
Honestly, if I were in her shoes and she still felt that strongly about him, I'd of course tell him. But if they agreed to keep things going, they've already agreed not to have kids. Just don't fucking tell anybody.
I mean,
Put
she
it out
kinda-
there on blast on the.
Yeah, like kind of like she did
yeah.
On the internets?
on the internet.
I mean,
I wouldn't tell a
she's
fucking
like-
soul.
She's anonymous, but if that blows up, people can be like, "Wait a minute, this sounds a lot like this person I know."
I mean,
Yeah, I definitely would not have said a word to anybody in the world about that.
think about it. They didn't grow up together, so it's not weird in that aspect.
Yeah.
They didn't live the same lives with each other. It's not weird in that aspect. How would you feel if you and Alyssa found out you were brothers and sisters tomorrow?
He's just one excuse away from leaving me, so it
No,
would help him.
no, I do not want to leave you. Look, I'm not.
Mhm.
And you didn't have kids.
It's still incest, right?
Yeah,
But
but no kids, so there's no
I would
fucked
be
up
getting.
kids running
I would
around.
be getting fixed immediately on both sides
Yep.
because you don't want one of them coming out with 5 eyeballs and 3 arms and.
I don't think
Fuck
it's that
that, I'm gonna have
extreme,
the
but
baby.
What?
I said, fuck that, I'm gonna have the baby. I want the weirdest looking fucking little running around.
Looks like the baby
Jesus.
from Men in Black.
yeah.
tentacles and shit. I don't know. That one fucking
The
hit me.
strength of the
I was
baby
like,
from Men in
"Ooh,
Black."
what do you do in that situation?" So you all are of the
Hang on.
opinion that you don't.
I mean, she should definitely tell him, and then they should discuss it. But
I feel like weeb versus not weeb makes a difference on this too.
Oh yeah, anime lovers versus non-anime lovers, because like that's a thing in anime.
That's a thing.
Well, I mean, in my anime, like, I watched a thing where they were joking about being incest and dating, and like, that was fucking weird. But, like, I'm looking at it from the perspective, like, they didn't grow up together. They've got a fucking 6-year-long relationship together now, and if neither one of them want children, like, it'd be really fucking hard on a person to walk away from that, especially if they love you the way that, you know,
Well, they say
people who love each other love each other.
everything happens for a reason, right? They were adopted.
This is a
They
sick,
met.
twisted joke, asshole.
Well, but that's the thing. If they had never done that test, they would have never known. They could have gone their entire lives not
Exactly.
knowing.
Yeah.
that's what I was gonna say. Like they literally would have never known.
Yeah, but that's I think that's where he's getting. Everything happens for a reason.
Until one
They
of them
found out.
murders the other one, and the DNA comes back that their murderer was their sibling, and they're not even looking at the right guy.
Oh God.
Wow. So not only are they lovers, they're best friends because they're in a relationship. They're lovers, but they're also siblings. Hell, they got it better than we do. They are fully connected.
They're
So,
connected. in a
Ghost,
totally
about that
different
thing you
way.
have for your sister.
Fuck off.
No, I just thought it was very interesting. Now, this lady goes on to defend and is like, you can't unlove somebody. You can't undo 6 years of like those emotions and those
But
memories.
like, if you
and-
really think about what kind of love was that? That's my question.
I
do you
mean,
mean?
that was the I'm in love with you type. I
Right,
mean,
but
have
like-
you ever sat there and thought, man, I love my brother. I would love his woohoo inside me.
No.
Okay.
No.
So obviously it's the type of love to where like they love each other. It's that type of love. They love each
well,
other.
not me anyway. Probably Alec.
Yeah.
No. Never.
So it's that type
Did you
of love.
ever feel that way about Alec?
No.
Don't lie.
Oh, that's fucked.
So it's that type of love. It's not the,
Jesus, that's my show. Why are you singing
He
that
did it
one?
too.
No, his was Teletubbies.
His was both.
Well,
it's just a
Stinking
really hard
key.
thing to fucking think about, honestly. Like it'd be really hard to fucking walk away from that.
Poe.
It would. But society wouldn't give a fuck.
I feel like
Society would not give a shit.
well, I mean
You would
the lady
immediately be looked down upon as soon as everybody found out.
the lady who read it just defended it.
No, she didn't. The other person in the crowd, or the other person on the stage did.
So somebody
I mean, we kind of are
obviously
defending it.
like it's
I mean, just like anything else.
Ain't none of
they're
my
just and
business.
wrong.
Again, I am still of the belief that here in America, you should have the rights to do whatever you want as long as you aren't violating the rights of another.
I think a lot of the issue with incest, other than like the genetic problems, the
And, like, having
societal
kids.
aspect, yeah. A lot of the things that you see incest wise are like, I love my daddy, so we got married, like that kind of backwoods Alabama bullshit. But that comes from a point of like grooming.
Right.
Yeah.
This was completely organic. They didn't know that they were related, so it wasn't nefarious in any way.
Right.
That's true.
Well, you also got to think about like ancient Roman times. How many Roman emperors married their sisters?
And they did it intentionally
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
keep
Well, I
the
mean,
bloodline
Oedipus
pure.
complex was literally about a dude loving his mother, wasn't it?
Yes.
I didn't hear what you just said. What?
The Oedipus complex.
I've never heard of that.
So an Oedipus complex is when a man is obsessed with his mother.
Okay.
Oedipus is
Is he a Roman emperor?
he was I think a Homer
Homer Simpson?
Homer of the Iliad.
Yes, he was a Homer Simpson.
Homer Simpson?
The Simpsons.
Dope.
Autobiography.
What?
Oh.
Did I never tell you
it
about
was
that story?
an Athenian tragedy by Sophocles that was first performed around 429 BC.
So it wasn't even real?
No, it was
Oh, I thought it was a real.
fiction.
So, the autobiography thing. When I was younger, I was in the back seat, and Alec and my ex stepmom were talking about aerodynamics because the bicycle wheel was spinning on the back of a car, and me being younger, and I'm just hearing big words, big words hard, and I
that's
said
right.
autobiography, and they're like, "What?" And I was like, "I just thought we were saying big words."
And I know some motherfuckers.
I know one.
So the story of Oedipus is that like story where the king hears that his child's going to usurp the throne one day. So he tries to get rid of the kid. Killing the kid didn't wind up happening, and then that kid grows up to then kill him and take over the kingdom. So Oedipus did not realize that he was the child of the king and the queen, and he killed the king and married the queen.
Oh.
Oh.
Sounds like a good time.
But that's weird though, because aren't there Oedipus clauses like at places where you can go to work? Like,
Huh?
oh yeah, I'm pretty sure I signed one with the company I work with.
Explain yourself.
I'm gonna Google
Are you
this
thinking
shit.
nepotism?
Maybe that's it.
Neckerlet. My brain's not working.
Necromancy?
Yeah.
Are we summoning the dead?
What was the one?
What?
What'd you saw? Nepotism?
Nepotism.
What was nepotism?
Like favoring someone because of who they're related to.
Gotcha.
Like, if the owner of the company specifically used a company because
They were
say,
related.
a sibling owned it.
Anyway. Yeah. Autobiography.
Armageddon.
Necrophilia.
Get the hamster out of your ass.
Man. Okay.
I don't know, man. What would you do if you woke up tomorrow and found out Alyssa was your sister?
I told you. He's one excuse away from leaving me.
That's what you say.
I mean, we would probably start role playing some shit. I'm just saying.
You wouldn't be.
There
concerned
wouldn't be
about your
role
children?
playing.
It wouldn't be stepbrother.
You're my sister.
It doesn't have the same ring to it. When I say, brother, I'm stuck in the dryer, it just sounds like these two over here.
What the fuck? I missed something.
Did the whole tornado thing? Did we get to report on that, or was that
No,
after?
that was
okay. We
after
do have
later.
something to
What
talk
tornado?
about.
What do you mean, what tornado?
This just in.
A week ago.
A tornado outside right now. Jesus Christ, it's so loud.
That is what's going to play during
This just in. A tornado hit Uranus. Quite literally.
True story.
Quite literally.
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
1 minute Uranus was pristine. We visited it the other day.
With Zach.
With
we took Zach to
We
Uranus.
took Zach to Uranus.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then I saw the day after. So I tried calling you.
How come you guys didn't bring me no souvenirs from Uranus?
What?
I did. I just haven't given it to you yet.
Oh, is it still processing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So let's just start with the
Chocolate.
Nader thing.
So-
Fucked up incident.
Uranus got blown pretty hard.
Yeah. Ripped the mayor's head off.
Damn.
Someone
The
really
statue
tossed
that sits
salad.
outside, his head was sitting
Uranus
across the highway.
is a little aggressive.
Okay.
What?
Salad tossing.
They're upset about Uranus. So anyway,
You just shit his pants.
And that's a wrap, folks.
All right, guys,
that
I'll
was
see you
your
next week.
that was your gift from my anus.
No.
Ghost. Just punch him in the asshole.
Do it. With
My
your foot.
hand would get stuck.
Motorcycle
Fine, you just
riding. Just saying.
I hate you.
But what are you talking about? That would be like him carrying the Olympic torch.
Where are you going? You got to
That's
pee?
a big ass torch.
Gotta go
God
pee-pee.
damn.
Gotta go pee-pee.
So anyway, I call her. Hold up. Start here. Sleeping.
Punch
and the
that
phones
dog
go
while you're at
off.
Uh-huh.
Actually, open that damn door and let
See,
the dude.
mine didn't go
Please.
off until after you called me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It goes off. Alyssa's goes off. And I kind of look at it and go, And I set it down and she goes, baby, there's a tornado warning. And I went, I know, look at the radar. And she goes, okay. And I'm still laying there and I went, fuck, I guess I got to look at the radar. And I pull the phone down and I look at it. I'm like, fuck. There's a giant red line heading straight for us. I said, get up. And I get up and I open up some of the windows in the house because I don't know if it's actually true or not
It's a myth.
about opening the windows.
You can do it, but it's not really going to help if there's a fucking tornado coming over your house.
Okay. But what it did do is allowed us to hear the tornado sirens better.
Yeah, because hang on. Oh, well, you missed a step. They go off. He looks at his phone, stands up, opens the window, lays back down in bed.
As the sirens are ringing.
No, they weren't ringing yet. It was just our phones had gone off.
Yeah.
And I laid down. I laid down for a minute to try to get my bearings. It was only in like St. James at that time.
Only.
That's a good distance from here.
Well, this is a big ass tornado. It's a big ass tornado.
It was
This
not.
I
Joplin-sized
said
tornado.
unless it is.
Oh yeah.
If
So-
it was.
Lay down, and then the sirens go off, and I go, "Fuck, goddamn shit balls." So I get up, all right, get the kids. So I get up, and Nate, get out of bed. Let's go. Go downstairs. Get in the okay. Runs into the fucking wall.
Did he really?
Yes.
Child. That's okay because
Doggies?
he's steps out of his bed over his slippers and like heads to the basement. So I like grabbed his slippers and he's like halfway down the steps and he stops and I was like, here, Nate. And I just chucked his slippers down the stairs and they hit him. And I was like, I almost just took my son out on the stairs with his own slippers.
It was the tornado. So get him down. I got to wake up the kids and they're like, oh, and I'm like, yeah, I'm not happy about it either. Get under the stairs. Get all the fucking animals. And I do the Midwest thing. You know, I got to go outside and try to find the motherfucker.
Yeah, hang on.
In the dark.
I'll do this after. Go ahead.
Okay. There was lightning. You gotta wait for the lightning flash to look up there and see what you. And I'm sitting out there, and I've got the radar pulled up, and I've got one from when we did the tornado watchers lesson thing, and it's pretty detailed, and you can go through different reflectivities and all this shit, and it gets to Cuba, and I'm sitting there, and I'm like, okay, I've called you at this point, you didn't answer, so I called again, and then you answered, and I was like, did you hear the sirens or whatever? And you're like, no, and I'm like, well, let me know if you want to come over and get under the stairs or whatever.
Nah.
And you're like, okay, let me look and I'll call you back. Apparently she texted me like 5 minutes later, I don't hear no sirens, and went back to bed.
I did. Well, I did not go right back to bed. I stayed up for a while.
This guy here calls me. He's like, I want to make sure you guys are okay. There's sirens going off. And yeah, okay. So I'm sitting
I'm all the way
here,
in fucking Jeff City.
Yeah.
sitting over here looking at the radar. And like it was sprinkling out. There was lots of lightning. The wind wasn't moving much. And it's in Cuba. And I'm looking at it and I'm watching. I'm okay. And I'm looking at the sky. Okay. 10 minutes goes by. It's still in Cuba. I'm like, did the storm stall?
Stalling storm?
They do. They can.
clutch
They can
now.
stall. And they kind of sit still, but they usually still move a little bit. The radar says it last updated in 10 minutes. I'm like, that's weird. Usually this update's like every 2. So she starts coming up the stairs with Nate, and they're like going back to there, and it's like, whoa, what the fuck are you doing? And she's like, it's gone. And I'm like, the fuck it is? We haven't gotten the updraft or anything yet. It just started raining a little bit harder. Like, if we're going to get hit, it's going to be now. And she's like, well, there's something wrong apparently with the radars. The fucking storm hit Cuba and all the radars went down. All of them. Everywhere. Even Fox News was like, yeah, we don't have any updated information for like 25 fucking minutes after the fact.
Yeah.
And it was everywhere. Like
This
across
just
the
in.
nation.
Yeah.
Cuba, Bourbon, and Sullivan are all gone. Erased off the map.
But there were a couple of them that were still using models to render what it could look like, possibly.
Maybe.
Well, KSDK was using lightning because that was still functioning.
To try to
track
target
where the storm was heading.
But it was kind of a weird, fucked up phenomena. But there were places that got 1.5 inches to 2. What was it? What was the one 6-inch hail? 6-inch hail.
Yeah, west of Oliver.
I got hit with hail.
A little bit more than that. That's
you
not
lied.
6 inches, buddy. He just put his hands about 1.5 feet out.
Fucking good.
I'd say this here is probably about 6 inches.
That's a fucking bowling ball.
I mean, it's bigger than a softball. That's... Man, what could you use to reference the size of that?
$1 bill.
A dollar bill 6 inches?
Yeah.
No shit. So a dollar bill's width of hail. I don't give a fuck what hits with that. It's done.
Dead. Somebody had to have died.
No, I doubt anybody died. Remember, that's really rare, apparently.
See, actually, I came up with a theory with that. I think
It's big
there
hail.
are unsolved murders with bludgeoning somewhere. And what actually happened was a hail hit them, and they got left there because, nobody was around, right?
Right.
And then the hail melted.
There's just people in prison for killing people. Like, I didn't do it, I swear to God.
So
I
then
was
there's
at
just
Barbara's.
Unsolved murders because somebody got hit with a giant piece of hail. It's kind of like when you stab somebody with the ice pick.
With 6-inch hail coming from way the fuck up there?
Hang on.
Not an ice pick.
Icicle.
Icicle. An icicle.
An ice pick would leave evidence.
That's correct. Icicle.
Practicing like I'm
I'm saying it's a perfect weapon.
But I
don't lie to
went
her anymore about the size.
I think she thinks about that often, Billy.
out there, Nader, watching. And that's apparently just the thing. And then our daughter sends this meme the other day.
No, I sent it.
You sent that? Mm-hmm. And it said, tornado sirens went off.
And it's fucking Jack Nicholson on the front porch looking like he just woke the fuck up.
Looking at the sky for something. It says, this is my dad. Yep.
Yep.
All right. So you know how shows will sometimes tell the story from one perspective and then they'll switch perspectives and tell it from another person. Twilight, she wrote a whole other book from a different perspective.
Mm-hmm.
It was the normal human guy who was just like, what is up with these retards?
Where Peter Pan was actually the
And
bad
they,
guy.
like, twitch and they just stare like they got to poop.
It was Bella's dad's perspective.
It was from Captain Hook's perspective, where Peter Pan's actually the bad guy.
So,
Anyways.
I get downstairs.
He kidnapped children.
And that's why I paused.
And then he left the
Bebo
dog.
just said, I never thought of that.
His childhood is ruined.
So Van wakes Nate up. Nate, get downstairs. Get under the stairs. Blah, blah, blah. Nate goes down the stairs. I follow Nate down the stairs. This motherfucker immediately goes outside. We have 2 other children.
I woke them up.
I'm carrying a fucking cat. And then I get to under the stairs. The stairs that since we have lived here since 2019, I have literally said we do not store things under these stairs. This is the only place that we have in the house that's
Don't
safe.
fucking look at me.
Don't look at him. They're all the fucking boxes from the parts for our computers. And I get under the damn stairs and it is full of boxes.
It's free
and
to
I'm
hide
like
in.
chucking fucking boxes
It's box armor.
It's
Nader armor.
to try to make enough room to fit the children in there. When Kelly was over there last year,
When this happened.
we all fit under the stairs. It was tight, but it was me, her, the
I wasn't
3
down
kids.
there. I was outside.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
we us 3 were outside still.
Watching
It was-
our house get destroyed by hail.
Me, 3 kids, the 4 dogs, the cat, her cat. Did you
Yeah,
have your
both
cat?
my cats. Yep.
And there was still room for you 3 dipshits.
Hey.
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 Mine?
Mine.
Boy.
Mine.
So I call him and I'm like, can I get just a little help with this? And he comes downstairs and he goes, you guys need to get under the stairs. And then goes back upstairs.
That is 100% a thing he would do. 100%.
I was protecting the house against Naders. I had my 22. I was ready to go.
Well, you're going to shoot that Nader.
Fucking dipshit. You can't use a 22. You got to use a shotgun.
Yeah, you're right. That's
Wider
if
spread.
Florida would have taught us anything, it should use shotguns against Naders.
No.
think
What you
Florida
need to
gets
do
Naders.
is
Yeah,
you
they-
need to
you
go
don't
out
remember
there
that?
with your
They
fucking
get-
American
They get
flag.
hurricanes.
You don't remember that?
They get the hurricanes.
You don't. Was it a hurricane they did that too?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where they all got their guns and like stood out on the beach to shoot the hurricane?
Yeah. They said, well, you ain't coming here, you hurricane.
A hurricane?
Did it work?
No.
Imagine if it did.
Right, like God,
they actually put out warnings not to be shooting guns into the wind.
I don't remember which Roman emperor it was. It was the crazy one.
Nero?
I can't think of his name.
Nero?
Wasn't.
He's the one who set the entire place on fire.
There was one of them that decided that they were going to send the entire Roman army
Romans.
to fight Poseidon.
Hurricane.
So all of the troops just walked into the water.
I mean, there was no avoiding that. You either walk into the water and die or you fucking desert it and die.
How many died?
All
of
of them.
Not
lot.
one motherfucker got to him, huh?
Nope.
That's a damn shame.
Well, how do you know? Because we haven't heard of Poseidon in a long time since.
So then when the tornado warning finally ends and
At 3 in the morning.
like head upstairs with Nate, this bitch has the audacity to get pissed off at me because we're coming up the stairs. A couple minutes later, they put out another warning. So like we went back downstairs and it was fine.
Holy fuck.
But I was in trouble because I was manning the 3 children and the dogs.
Oh my God, you weren't in
It
trouble.
was
I'm sorry, I
Caligula.
didn't have my customer
Caligula.
service voice on. Okay?
Oh, here it is.
I'm sorry, I
every
didn't have my
episode.
customer service voice. 2 a.m., we're getting attacked by naders, and I got to be a sweet pea.
2 a.m. we're getting attacked by naders and you desert me to deal with the children on my own.
I put you in the safest place in this house
So
to ward against
essentially-
naders.
When the world ends, Don't depend on him.
I don't intend to.
Wow.
He'll be outside fighting
It's gonna be like a zombie apocalypse. He'll be outside.
Yeah.
Where
There
are
won't
they
even be, he won't even be fighting the zombies. He'll still be fighting tornadoes.
You guys worry about the zombies. I got this Nader that's going to be here. It's stuck in Cuba.
It's just staying there.
It's scared of these zombies.
He got out with his fucking big old robe and his wizard hat and his staff and slammed it on the ground going,
You shall not pass.
Ow, my back.
Obviously it worked.
You shall not pass that kidney stone.
Oh, don't you
okay.
dare wish that juju on me, Ricky Bobby.
I understand trying to wake him up for all this bullshit, going on. After he'd called me and I looked at the phone and opened up the window and like looked around a little bit, I was like, "Hey," and he's like, "What?" I was like, "We might have to leave or get up. There might be a tornado here soon." And he was like, and just went back to bed
I'm the same way.
and did not wake up.
Well, you
again.
live in a basement.
Well, I mean, even whenever I didn't live in a basement, like if there was a storm, hey, there's a tornado coming, it'll be fine. I'm going to go either way.
So, first off, I am not from a place that has tornadoes often at all. We have more problems with hurricanes. The hurricanes. So when somebody says Nader, I'm just like, yeah, okay. Feel bad for the rest of them, because I don't have that problem.
He's like, yeah, we don't have tornadoes. Fuck, I'm in Missouri.
Sleep me was not worried about that. Number two, I have what is known as a death wish, so I'm not worried about it either way. When I'm 2 a.m. and fucking
The problem is
dead asleep, I was like, in my head, I responded back to her with, "Oh well, we'll worry about it when it gets here."
That's literally what he said.
I was
it?
like,
Yes.
yeah, well, it's not here. No, I said it's not here yet, and went back to sleep.
the problem is
Fucking over it.
Hang on. And after he said it's not here yet, and I was like, "We don't want it to be here whenever we need to go." What the fuck?
You ever see the movie Twister?
Yeah.
You see how it worked out from them trying to run once it got to them? Cow. Another cow. Are we sure that's not the same cow? All right. So, yeah, that's the bad way to do it. However, tornadoes, I don't think they really account for many deaths.
Well, you know why we didn't have the tornado problem, right?
I stood out there.
No. Because tornadoes don't happen at night.
I was going to say something about that. Yeah, we should have just went back to bed anyway. Billy had the right idea. It's nighttime. A buddy of mine said that they aren't nocturnal.
They aren't nocturnal.
I mean, where the fuck? How's the tornado going to see where it's going anyway?
They're dayternal.
You know what? That explains why it. That explains why that motherfucker was on the highway.
Shit I've ever heard. They're dayternal.
That explains why that tornado was on the highway, though,
I told you it was the quickest route.
and it was lit by cars
Yeah, headlights.
because it did right up 44.
They
But
had
it's
to
really
follow the
odd
headlights.
that it hit Uranus because that's where the sun don't shine.
Did there that day.
You don't really have to worry about getting
Well,
killed
Uranus
with
is
it.
always lit up really well at night.
That's true.
So it's
You got to
like,
worry about getting
incoming.
mauled by it and end up fucking disabled for the rest of your goddamn life. Because there are plenty of people that survive tornadoes and they just they're missing fucking limbs or they
And
get
the
a tree
tornado
through them.
does not stop to swap insurance information.
Correct.
Do you see how I am built? I am very aerodynamic.
He's going to be the 2x4
No,
that goes
you're a
through the brick
fucking
wall.
kite, buddy.
He's going to grab his skin and go.
For reference, Ghost made himself a flying squirrel.
Where the fuck that come from?
Just
All right, Dan. Flies off.
Like Alyssa, he abandons me.
Also-
come flying by like they're not dayternal.
Ghost will do the same thing with the skin from his nutsack.
Oh God.
So if a tornado's coming at night, you just shut all your lights off and it won't know that you're there. It's kind of like dinosaurs. Is
It's-
it dinosaurs if you don't look at them?
Man, I have so many
What?
things I might have to have Logan draw.
Well, it's the thing with dinosaurs. If you don't
I'm
move,
expecting the Talking Monster comic.
you can't. They can't see
you send me a
movement.
message and remind me of that.
Jurassic Park taught me that one. If a T-Rex ever attacks you, just don't move.
And then they always end up running away.
That's it.
So is that factual?
I mean, you got to think about it. T-Rex, tornado.
Well, If you're in the movie Pitch Black, all you gotta do is stand between their fucking eyes.
That's why that one tornado picked up all them sharks. So it could see.
They were the sharks with the laser beams on their foreheads.
That's it.
Land sharks.
Land sharks.
Red eye laser, so whenever it shoots out, it's
So they don't have to close both their eyes. Or either one of their eyes.
I think we've tapped the bottom of the barrel here.
Storm.
What do you guys think?
Yep.
You guys got to work tomorrow.
Yep.
I gotta pee.
So do I. We were going to go to the zoo,
Jesus fuck.
but then we changed our minds because there's this huge event happening pretty
The
close to
eclipse?
us. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
have to drive to Winsville. And
You're going to work tomorrow?
Yep.
You ain't going to do much.
Why?
You just get
The roads are already
It's gonna be
fucked right
That
now
much traffic.
Why? Because people are coming to watch it.
from all over the world.
There's a guy. Ooh,
Jesus.
I seen an ad on Facebook Marketplace. A guy is renting his field for $100 a person.
Jesus.
We did that during the last eclipse. We lived out on Fawn, and we had that spot that we cleared.
Oh yeah.
We had some dude was fucking wigging on something.
I mean,
he was
what'd
down
you
by the
expect?
crackheads, so.
He went down. He's like, nobody's going to bother me. I said, no, but there's no toilets. It's fine. I come down there to check on him like after the eclipse or right before. No, right before we left, right?
I think so.
And I went down there. He's sweating fucking balls.
He's tripping.
He
mean, it
was
was
tripping
August or
hard.
something like that.
No, that wasn't normal. It's warm out here. Sweat. Boy was fucking drenched in the shit.
he probably
And he
took
was
some
vibrating.
fucking-
He's looking at me like, are you here to take my soul?
The coolest thing about eclipse is like, if you look at the shade, you see like little crescents on from the shadow. Have you ever done that? Yeah, look at the shadows of things like the trees.
Oh,
You
you can
little
see crescents from it?
Yeah.
We'll be
No
looking
shit.
at it while I drive.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll be
my
driving
eyes.
too.
Oh shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
that's
we
a
don't
thing
have,
too.
Eclipse glasses.
I saw a
by the way.
thing earlier today. It's like, how many people are going to join me in staring at the eclipse without glasses so we can claim disability for the rest of our lives?
Well, there's a recall on a lot of
The glasses,
Glasses.
I heard,
yeah.
which I watched a video. It was pretty heartbreaking. I guess some kind of streamer or something during the last eclipse, his son took off his glasses and stared into the sun
Oh,
while he was streaming the event. His son started bawling his eyes out. He's like, I can't see. And he's like, are you messing with me right now?
how long does it take for you to lose your sight
Less
staring
than a
at
minute.
it? Really?
I fucking looked at it
Let's
without him.
not.
You are
Lucky.
not supposed to.
Yeah, I know. That's why I did.
I mean, I did for like a couple seconds, but I mean, I do that sometimes on a random day.
Yeah. It'll literally fry your retinas.
Yeah, there was a
You got to build
I
an
saw a video
endurance.
about someone who like looked at the sun during the last eclipse for less than a minute and they burned a hole in their retina
Jesus.
because it's not the light that's actually like doing it and you can't feel it because it's not like a typical
Apparently-
burn.
It doesn't cause complete blindness.
No.
It can.
I mean if you stare at it long enough.
I just googled people how many people have gone blind.
Well, there's a difference between like blindness is a spectrum for one. Like there are people who are blind that can see shadows,
Outlines.
outlines, colors, but they can't make out the shapes because
and a lot of people will recover from it.
You in a
It's like-
situation like that, you probably can, but it's not guaranteed.
yeah. You
Don't
have one
stare
set of
at it.
eyes. Don't play.
Yeah.
That's why
Do we-
Van hasn't been allowed to get LASIK.
Do we know what time this is happening tomorrow?
Nope.
Around 1.
Around 1? Cool.
Around 1 to 2.
I'll know when to pull over.
Where we are. I really don't think you're going to make it
St.
very
Louis
far.
area.
I don't think I'll get much done
I'm
tomorrow at
literally
all.
gonna have to wake up and leave at like 11 tomorrow just so I can make it to my meeting.
I saw an infographic on Facebook, and like when the last one happened, they were like the line of totality is going to be down by Cape Girardeau, and we were talking about like going down there for the next one because the kids would be older, but.
2040.
In Sullivan, 98.7% of totality is what we expect to get.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's you probably won't see a difference.
Yeah. It's negligible, the amount
Yeah.
of.
Well, I don't think we had.
for you.
Okay.
I got an answer for you, maybe.
So, my girlfriend's pregnant, obviously.
No, the baby's eyes will not burn during the eclipse. She does not
Make
need
sure
to
the
put
baby
eclipse
doesn't look
glasses
at the
on.
sun.
Explain this for you because I didn't think so either. I was like, that's fucking bullshit. So her mother told her that she couldn't watch the eclipse or be out in it because the baby doesn't have any eye protection and like, you know, all this other shit. And I looked at him like,
What?
baby's in your fucking belly. The sun's not going to go through that.
Jesus
She goes,
H. Christ.
I don't know.
It's not
just
like
what
the
Mom
sun
said.
itself gets fucking amplified. It's the same sun.
Literally,
That's,
yes.
I mean, I literally looked at him like,
The danger with eclipses, is the fact that they are so rare with totality that more people look at them for longer periods of time.
And the problem is that you can look at it, but it's still enough to damage your eyes. Like you can look at it without it hurting, like you do. Like you can't do that in the middle of the day because it'll burn. Like you will physically turn away from it because it hurts.
I can't even look
Right,
at
fuck you.
outside
I'm sitting there like
during
this.
the day.
But when it's eclipsed like that, a small sliver, like you're talking about the small amount that's going to be showing in Sullivan, that's enough to burn out your retinas.
During the totality, you look this up, but I read something about it the other day. Fact check before doing for
Well,
legal
I mean,
purposes.
this is going to be after anyways.
Oh, that's true.
So go ahead, do what you want.
Totality, you can look at it without the danger of burning your retinas. It's during the process
Before
of
and
it
after.
covering
But
the sun.
The idea is that even if a small sliver of the sun is sticking out, it's enough to burn your retinas.
Well, that corona isn't the sun. That corona is the glow of the sun behind it. But it's not enough to. It's not enough.
Correct. If you
I
get it
thought
at
that
just
was-
the right time where it's fully covering it, but if it moves off of it and you're still staring at it, it's enough to burn your eyes.
The point is, don't stare
For
at
a
the
long
sun.
period of time. If you only
Anytime.
stare at a long period of time.
Less than a minute.
Something
I
else that's cool
stare
is
at the sun all the time. because
Whenever it
I'm
is in
testing
totality.
that theory.
What?
whenever it is in totality, the animals think that it's nighttime, so they'll start chirping. Like the insects and frogs, you'll hear them do the nighttime stuff because they think it's nighttime.
I'm not going to hear any of that.
Speaking of bugs and daytime, I'll leave on this one.
right,
Somebody
goodbye.
figured out why insects attack lights.
Daytime.
They get trapped. So apparently, you got to think about it this way. A bug is so light that they're so buoyant in air that flying is effortless. Completely effortless. Like they can just be in the air effortlessly.
Uh-huh.
So they don't have a sense of gravitational pull like we do
Like you
that
when you
says
fart.
down and up. The sun and the moon are the thing that tell them this is up. So when a bug
And long
flies
ago,
close to
someone
a
left
light,
with the cup.
if you ever look, they fly with their back to it. And they think that that is the sun or the moon. So they're flying around it and they're stuck in an orbit around it because they think that that's up.
So bugs are restarted.
So you almost kind of feel bad for them because they literally think that that thing means this is up.
We should
And they're
put a
stuck
light-
circling it.
We should put a light facing the ground.
Well, it's like the turtles when we were in Florida. The light at the end of the pier fucked
Right.
with them.
I thought it was the moon.
So what you're telling me is whenever we put up those bug zapper thingies
Yeah,
You're
they're-
trapping bugs.
and killing them,
Well, I mean, yeah, that's the idea.
Yeah,
of
we're
those
baiting
things.
them.
You're like
Baiting
you're
is
jigsaw.
baiting
illegal.
them.
But
Baiting is
the
illegal.
attraction to light is a natural thing because that they think that's up.
All right. I'm gonna put a light bulb on the ground with it on and see if they fly upside down now.
Why wouldn't you just watch the video where they did that?
Because I want to see it myself.
Okay.
You can edit videos.
Was that a
You can't
Veritasium?
edit real life.
It was no, it's not Veritasium.
I remember watching, I'm pretty sure it was Veritasium video, where they actually analyzed the pattern that moths fly in, and it's the spiral.
Fibonacci spiral.
Yeah.
Lightning bugs was another cool video we watched. That was
Yeah, those are fun to smash and rub all over your face.
They're endangered, you
They're
asshole.
very endangered.
are they really?
Yes.
Yes.
So are butterflies.
Oh,
I didn't realize
I love
that lightning bugs
butterflies.
were
Like those are
endangered.
my favorite
Yeah.
insect. I swear.
How recent was that?
It's
Not yesterday.
it's been a while. They've
Yeah.
been endangered for a while.
I mean, that explains why you barely see them anymore.
Yep.
Yeah.
But when we were kids, those motherfuckers
Those
were
motherfuckers aren't
everywhere.
endangered.
Roly polies.
Yeah.
I ain't seen a roly-poly in years.
You
I
haven't
seen one
looked.
yesterday. Yeah,
You have to lift up rocks,
Start
which
looking.
is something adults don't do very often.
Yeah.
This is true.
But on that note, this is what we got. What they
Moment
got?
of silence for the butterflies.
Meryl? His microphone just retracted from this.
That was very
Okay.
disrespectful, Van.
Yes, we hear it. That's the director. We got to wrap this up.
All right.
All right.
I ain't got no Christmas present wrapper.
Goodbye.
What?
I ain't got no wrapping paper. My mind's not here. It's not working.
This is DFWAI.
I wanna
Hit us up
I
on
wanna
the podcast
re-listen
and
to
do all
what
the stuff and
came
what
out of your mouth the
Van
first
normally
time.
says.
I think it's
Hang
Christmas
on.
present.
Hang on. These two are still having a goddamn conversation.
Because we're important.
Did you not hear the stroke that happened?
No.
Hey, you should feel his leg right here. It's really soft.
What the fuck?
He did touch my leg the other day. I've got a
It was
bald
yesterday.
spot.
It's so smooth.
Because he wears boxer briefs and it rubs
It's
the hair
completely
off.
smooth.
Oh.
Like a.
It's so smooth.
I'm not gonna caress my brother's
He's
leg.
like, dude, feel it. I'm like, no homo. Like, no homo. And then I felt it. I'm like, I'm sexually attracted to you now.
What the fuck?
That's all it took. All right, redo it, Billy.
I don't know what I said.
Okay.
It just went for it. Don't forget to do the DFWAI on the shit that Van normally says. Find it in the link below. Goodbye.
dfwai.podcast
Send
at
us
gmail.com.
Send this to you, Grandmammy.
Send us some messages. Like our stuff. Buy some merch. Become a patron. There's some videos up over there.
Somewhat.
Send Van a video of you peeing, but not showing anything, just the sound. Yes.
All right.
DFWAI, bye.
There's that moment of silence we were looking for. Goodbye.
There you go. For the butterflies.
Thank you for being a friend.
Down, and I'd like to take a minute, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I became the
All my friends, yellow rider.
It's too fast! How could you even tell what's on? I can tell.
On your computer.
Here's what I'm trying to say.
I understand what you're trying to say. I'm just asking you a question.
Mail it to myself, right? But then I have to download it to my computer
And then delete it.
and then upload it to Patreon
And then delete it.
and then delete it.
You could.
What do you think we're going to do?
On your computer.
What?
Do you have iCloud?
No.
Oh.
What do you think we're going to do?
Nobody knows
You
what
use
they're
your
talking
phone.
No, I do not use my phone. I don't have
Why?
any of that shit logged in on my phone.
Why?
Why don't you?
Because I can't. I've tried.
All right, goodbye, guys. Have
Goodbye.
fun.
You can get your
I just threw up
passwords
in my
and stuff
mouth.
from your Google.
I just threw up in my mouth.
Are you signed into Google on your computer?
I don't fucking know.